Good morning. Welcome to the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061. Be sure to check out the stream. We are live. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. Basically kicked off the weekend last night, Marshall.
Yeah, it felt weird. It felt weird going out on a Thursday night now that we're grown-ups doing the morning show, but it was fun, man. I had a great time at Steel Panther.
Dude, they are so much fun. And we were talking to Andy Harville before the show, and listener, big dude.
Huge dude.
And he was like, I went and saw these guys in Atlanta, and Buddy drugged me there. He played me the disc. I'm like, what are you taking me to? Oh, it's garbage. And I was like, I love them. You go and you get it.
Yeah, it's one of those things. They're ridiculously over the top, crude, lewd. They're kind of like the Ninja Turtles, but they're incredibly great at playing their instruments. It was a lot of fun to see the guys in action last night. Now, at one point, they brought up a lady.
Yeah, they did.
Her name was Anna, and she came up, and they sang a song to her. It was beautiful. But after the show, she actually came up to me and my wife, and I got to talk to her. She was from Poland.
What?
She was on a party bus from Charleston. She's getting weird, getting wild. And the thing is, she wasn't really responding to the band last night. And it's not because she couldn't hear them. It's because she doesn't speak English very well. So when they were giving her innuendos about making love to them, let's just say, she just didn't know what they were saying. And I was like, you responded really weird. She's like, I don't speak English very well. And I'm like, I could tell. They all make sense now. So
yeah, that makes way more sense.
Yes, it was because she wasn't responding very well to their directions, if you know what I mean.
So is she here in Savannah visiting, or was she just driving through and was like, oh, Steel Panther, let's go to a show?
No. There's from Charleston, just moved there recently, and they took a party bus down from Charleston to come check out the show.
Oh, so, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty strange what happened up there, and I was like, okay, this all makes sense now.
That was the kickoff to the weekend, and then it just continues from here because tomorrow we're throwing axes.
Hell yeah.
Team Cotter, Team Marshall, Urban Forest Axe House, downtown Savannah. Even if you're not on the teams, still come down, hang out. They got plenty of lanes. You can still throw axes.
I had quite a few people reach out to me. You can totally come and just hang out. You can bring this BYOB, bring your own beer, come chill, drink a few, bush lattes or whatever you want, and see who's going to win axe throwing for life.
I think that's a fair question. What would be the official beer of axe throwing?
You don't want something like super crazy high APV.
No.
I think something like a PBR is very doable. That's kind of my go-to. I think PBRs make a lot of sense. Bud Light, Miller Lite, Corona. For Coronas are delicious this time of year.
So just kind of a traditional beer. I get it. Mm-hmm. Axe throwing is like a blue collar thing.
Yeah, you want to go totally domestic when it comes to axe throwing.
I like that. That's a good call. All right, then tomorrow night we've got the Monster Trucks at the OSP.
Your first time broadcasting live at the Monster Trucks. 12 years into this gig, 14 years. However long you been here. It's going to change your life.
I've been to the show. Right. I've seen the Monster Trucks. But yeah, we're there and we broadcast every year. I've never had the honor.
You need to get Monster Truck Jim on the line with you.
I love Monster Truck Jim.
You get Monster Truck Jim on talking about Monster Trucks. That man, he's not passionate about anything else in his life. There's no lady. There's nothing in his world other than monster trucks.
All right, coming up on the show today, 9 o'clock, we have got beer for breakfast. Logan from Sycamore Brewing is going to be in.
Hell yeah.
Beer for breakfast brought to you by Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt. We've got trivia. Are you smarter than community college dropout? That is brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard. We've got Fire Away Friday, songs from 2004. We're talking round one of the NFL draft.
Man, lots of fun stuff happened last night.
We've got details about Big Money Monday, taking your calls, comments, and texts at 7 o'clock. What's the rudest thing a little kid has ever done to you? Because sometimes little kids, bastards. Literally, too.
Literally.
And we'll kick off the show with About Last Night. We got to talk Rizzo versus Freeman, a wall of feces, and home run derbies. I love this idea.
Great idea.
I know. I'm all on board. We got details coming up next. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061. Here's Pop Evil and Breathe Again.
What's up, guys? Good morning, Charles. Good morning, Gibby. Good effing morning. Oh, Wanda. Oh,
What's
there's our
up?
lady. There's our lady.
What's up, guys? Everybody, hello. Wanda, hello.
Well, good morning. We are up and at 'em early. Didn't want to be, but here I am.
Get to sleep in a little bit tomorrow. Don't have to be at Urban Forest until, 11.
Mm-hmm. We're out of the ICU. Oh, fucking A, man.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's good to hear. Oh, when it comes to, are you going to be driving the rock vehicle?
It depends on if my car, I can, if we want it there.
Okay, I didn't know what vehicle you were driving today. I mean, because if that's the case, then I was going to take the rock vehicle and just bring all the stuff, which isn't much. But if you're going to be driving it, I will allow you to drive it to the event tomorrow.
I hopefully will know. I dropped off my car last night, and he said he'd get to it first thing in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But that could be noon. I don't know.
Gotcha. Well, we'll call it before then. I'm going to grab a water real quick.
Okay, we got about 90 seconds. So, all right, guys, lots to get to on the show. Super excited about beer for breakfast today because I really don't think I've ever had anything from Sycamore Brewing. So going in blind, I like that. Be a surprise. Take this journey together. This first story for About Last Night. I'm not a huge fan of, some of the changes they've made to baseball, but this one, if Major League Baseball would adopt it, I would be all for it. Such a cool idea. So we'll get to that in about a minute. And, of course, call, comment, and text on the rudest thing a little kid has ever done to you. All right. We've got about 30 seconds.
Marshall, how about some bands for breakfast? Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll definitely get to that. Gibby said, I sent a message yesterday about new music released last night. I did not see it.
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I'll check it out. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Of course, get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can listen to the show. Download the Rock 1061 app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker. Check us out at rock1061.com. Story number one, About Last Night. Now, when it comes to some of the changes they've made in baseball, hit or miss for me. Instant replay, Robot umpires, But home run derbies, instead of extra innings, I am all in on this idea. I wish it would get to Major League Baseball. Who knows? Because it's happening in a small independent partner league to Major League Baseball. It is the Pioneer League, which is an 8-team league out west. And they're implementing something they're calling knockout as a new set of rule changes they're making for the upcoming season.
So it's pretty much just a home run derby. If the game is tied at the end of regulation play, 9 innings or whatever, they just go straight up to a home run derby. And I love this idea. And did you happen to do a little research to see what teams in the Pioneer League?
No.
My favorite team from when we talked about mascots.
Okay.
Well, one of my top 2 teams, the Rocky Mountain Vibes.
Okay.
Which is the S'more team.
Yeah.
The S'more logo team.
Great logo.
They are in that league. Damn it. I love this league even more. I didn't know it was possible.
So what's going to happen is each team will pick one person, 5 pitches, most home runs wins. If there's a tie after that, they just basically kind of keep going. Now, it works for hockey. They do this in soccer. I mean, you want to make baseball more exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Robot umpire is not going to do that.
No.
Home run derby to end a game?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's getting the erection. That's getting a full-blown erection right there. Tell me more.
I think this is a great idea. So, I mean, I hope this works. I mean, I don't see baseball ever doing this.
No.
This is not something that's going to go to Major League Baseball. But minor leagues, I think this is something you can see in the minor leagues.
I mean, this is something that baseball should have changed a long time ago. They need to make the sport more accessible to young people. this is something, like you said, Major League Baseball is not going to adopt this. It'll be like 40 years from now, and they're like, we came up with a new novel idea. But this is something that the minor leagues can run with.
Yes.
And even like, I would love to see this even on like a AA, AAA level.
Oh, yeah,
I
totally.
think it'd be awesome just to see some of these possible rule changes that Major League Baseball could adopt done there first for like a while. Like, let's say 5 years minimum, they got to run with this stuff. And if it becomes almost secondhand nature to these minor league teams, then it should be looked at a Major League Baseball level.
Now, they had a couple other rule changes that they're implementing for the season. Another one is a bench player can come in and pitch run or pitch hit for somebody who's in the game, but that person who they're pitch hitting for can then go back out and play defensively for the rest of the game.
Sounds good.
And then the bench player is done, though. Can't come back in.
So it's like it's a designated kind of person.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
I don't even know what the role would be called.
And then the other thing is with appealing check swings. Right now, it's the home plate umpire and the catcher, the only ones who can appeal.
Right.
They changed it now where the batter can appeal a check swing.
I love that.
That's a great rule.
Yeah. It's almost like they like playing baseball at the Pioneer League baseball teams. They love that, apparently.
All right, so yesterday on the show, we talked about things you judge your neighbors about. This next story would have fit that perfectly.
This is over the line, but also incredible at the same time. I don't know how to describe it. It's majestic. It's like a unicorn.
We've got the story coming up next. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 106.1.
Please do. The band is Sepsis is on the rise. Released their new single last night at midnight. Home run derby shootout, substitutes, call-outs. Sounds like they're catching up finally. Yeah, well, at least on the Pioneer League level.
Yeah. I love that idea, man.
Yeah, so do I.
I'm all for it. Start it tomorrow in Major League Baseball.
Don't mind me. I'm going to share away.
Do your thing. So the next story definitely would have fit into the conversation we were having yesterday. Last story for About Last Night, going to head back into Major League Baseball. Cubs got nothing else going for them. They've got somebody with a career ERA of 0. I mean, it's just damn impressive. So we'll get to that story. Details about Bonnaroo tickets. That contest starts on Monday. Also, don't forget, details Monday about a little something we got going on. Let's see. Drunk line, big money. Monday's going to be a busy day, man. Lots going on. Of course, round 1 of the NFL draft was last night. Going to talk about that top the 8 o'clock hour. Get to Fire Away Friday. So this weekend, for our 20th anniversary weekend, focusing on songs from 2004. So an opportunity to select a song from 2004, either their Velvet Revolver's Slither, Franz Ferdinand, Take Me Out, or the song that's running away with it, Slipknot, Duality. It will take a miracle for that tune not to be the one selected. But if you like one of the other two, go ahead and vote.
While I was typing away, I was trying to listen to you, and then I realized I was just typing what you were saying.
Yeah, I get that.
That's not what I was trying to do, so clear that up.
After commercials, got some Shinedown, Sound of Madness. Then we'll get into the second story for About Last Night. Marshall's Music News, trivia. Yeah, lots to get to, man. Lots to get to on a Friday. Hopefully everybody's got decent weekend plans.
What do you got going on?
Besides tomorrow, Sunday, I got to do some yard work. Absolutely got to mow my yard. So that's my Sunday plan. Tomorrow, though, we got the axe throwing. Head home for a bit, and then head out to Monster Trucks. So that'll be fun. Sunday, nothing really planned outside of yard work. Make comments about missing hair in my head. That's funny.
What?
Gibby. Rudest thing about kids, nothing much on my end. I'm a cool dad, but they do make comments of me missing hair on my on the top of my head. Wanda, I have a list of stuff.
They're missing a credit score. Fuck those kids. Get a job.
I have a list of stuff my 4-year-old has said to me. I also remember something my nephew said years ago about my daughter. Pick your poison. Well, if you've got a list of stuff your 4-year-old has said, that means they're good and worth keeping. Let's start there.
I've got stuff from my sister, my former classmate, who is a teacher now.
Okay.
She even shared this picture.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. She actually shared 3 different stories.
Okay, that's good.
One including, I showed up to work teaching second graders with a sunburn, and a child said, "What's wrong with your face?" My sister, she goes, when my son was about 3 years old, he would always run into my husband head first right into his junk on purpose. He thought it was the funniest thing ever.
Oh, man.
Kids are the fucking worst.
Wanda, he has to mow the yard so he won't be judged. Exactly. I don't want to be judged. The good thing is, neither neighbor right next to me.
They're not setting records for...
No, I'm good.
I mowed my yard during the week.
Yeah.
You know. So there was a thing where a former owner of this radio station group's like CEO once said to everyone in our company,
yeah.
You know, if your hair grows on company time, you should get it cut on company time. Well, my grass grows on company time, so I mow it on company time. And I've lived that ever since he said that. He didn't exactly, he just said hair, but I took grass into account as well.
Precedent was set. They're similar things.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you can easily make the argument that mowing on company time makes sense.
And I did. I mowed on Tuesday. You know, the pool guy was over, and I was going to have to and I know him, so I was kind of chit-chatting with him. I'm like, hey, while you're working on this, it's going to take you about an hour. I'm just going to go, mow the front yard, knock it out.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
So I got a little twofer action there. Marshall, I was ready.
Reading. He
for some on the poor quarterback history of the Bears. Said, oh, yeah. Dude, come on, man. What the fuck? But good pick last night. I'm excited about Justin Fields. So much to be excited about. First and foremost, Justin Fields, Soldier Fields. We can change the name of the field.
Now,
add an S.
You predicted it yesterday because you said, the Bears would trade, a bunch of picks away and go after a quarterback.
And we did.
You did, and you were skeptical about it yesterday. Do you feel better about it?
No. Do I feel better about it? No.
Yeah.
When Justin Fields is a 4,000-yard passer, the first one in Chicago Bears history, and takes us to the playoffs and looks like Patrick Mahomes, then yes, I will be excited. Until that moment, dude, I don't know if I can get excited about Chicago Bears team in general because I think it's run by a bunch of fucking buffoons. It's run by a clown car. They literally emptied it, and they gave him front office positions.
Do you think this was a good pick?
At the exact moment it happened, I thought this pick isn't the worst.
Okay.
Trading up, but we gave away our first-round pick for next year.
Yep.
We gave around a fifth-round pick for this year, which is whatever.
Yeah.
And then we gave away a fourth-rounder next year. Now, if the Bears were smart, which we know they're not, today, when round 2 happens, they should trade back and try to compensate with some more draft picks for this year specifically.
Yeah.
Will they? No. They'll probably try to trade forward again and give away more. But I don't know. It's hard to be a Bears fan. It's hard to be even. I'm passionate about the product. I love the product.
Right.
It's hard to be positive about what could happen with them. So, you know what? I'm just gonna continue being very pessimistic about my Bears until they're good.
I think that's a safe thing to do.
Yep. And then I'm going to write that on my gravestone because it still won't happen at that point.
I mean, it's a safe way to look at it because it's harder to be burned that way.
I spent so much money on direct fucking ticket watching this bad Chicago Bears team, and it's year after it. We win 8-8 the last 2 years.
Yeah,
which is like the fucking worst. It's the worst.
Under 90 seconds, guys.
Sorry. See what you did, Charles? See what you did, Charles? Yeah. And I could go on about
Got him riled up.
Wanda, he has to mow the yard so he won't be judged. Yeah. Best thing about little kids, no filter. Really? Is that the best thing about him? Yeah, I'll just need the refrigerator Perry back. Yeah. Our defense isn't the worst, but we do need some corner help. So I wish they trade back. And if the next 2 picks, I wish they go like offensive line and cornerback. And I think that would be really positive for the team.
Right.
And then we can go for like some deep shot, like wide receiver in like the back rounds. We have like 4 6th-round picks this year. It's stupid.
Find a hidden gem.
Yeah. Like just let's draft 4 wide receivers with all 4 of those picks. 1 has to be good. What's up, Jeremy? Good morning, man. Andy Dalton's my quarterback, just in case you're wondering.
Andy Dalton start?
Yeah, they said last night that he'll start.
Okay. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Be sure to check out the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Now, yesterday on the show, we took your stories about what you judge your neighbors for. And story number 2 of About Last Night would have fit in perfectly
to
that conversation yesterday. A farmer in Michigan has been in a fight with his neighbor named Wayne Lambarth.
Terrible name. I hate him too.
Horrible name. This has gone on for the past year, and it's been about the property line, between their 2 places. Well, the farmer decided to make it clear where he thinks the line is. He built a 250-foot long wall between the 2 yards, and he built it out of poop.
That's right. Compost feces. It's not technically a poop wall. It's a poop barrier, poop fence, however you want to look at it. Now, the city of Lodi, the Lodi Township in Michigan, the city said there's nothing they can do about it because the poop wall is technically on the farmer's property. But can you imagine just looking over the horizon one day and being like, what is going on here? I mean, that must have been quite the shock for his neighbor.
Now, you're upset with someone when you will take time and effort to build a 250-foot wall out of poop.
Now, there's no pictures to be seen that I could find.
I found one.
Oh, did you find one?
Yeah, I'll show.
How tall do you think that wall was?
It didn't look very tall. He went for length, and didn't necessarily go for height.
Right. So the girth is minimal.
Yes,
but the length is extraordinary.
It's all about the length. It's all about the length. How mad? Have you ever been mad at a neighbor to the point where not that you're going to build a wall of poop, but that you would do something just to upset them?
No, I know better not to like physically or even like even in a prank level try to mess with my neighbors just because obviously they're always going to be next to me.
That's true.
But I've wanted to, but never to the extent of building this poop wall. Hey, but Cotter, you want to hear a poop joke?
Give it to me.
Nah, they always stink.
Did engineer Tim send that to you?
No. Hey, how do you say fart in German?
How?
Far from pooping.
Why am I laughing at that?
They're terrible. That's
Why
all
am I laughing?
That's all I got. That's all the poop jokes I got.
All right, we got one more.
Hey, Cotter, you want to hear one more? When's the best time to go to the restroom?
When?
Poo 30.
Oh, jeez. We got one more story to go about last night, guys.
That's it. They're terrible.
The best thing that happened to the Cubs is their first baseman took the mound and struck somebody out. It's been a sad season.
Yeah, it's been bad.
We got that story up next. Here's live, Rock 106.1.
I'm glad you chose that story mostly so I can look up poop jokes.
That's funny. I'm going to go start my coffee.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah, the weekend, I'm looking forward to it. Like Cotter said earlier, I mean, really kind of started last night going to a show, Steel Panther. Guys were so much fun. Michael Starr, who's the lead singer of Steel Panther, prior to the show was just kind of hanging out by the sound engineer, kind of like on the backstage portion. So we got to talk to him for a minute. Then Cotter and I went and did our stage announcement which I posted. You can go to, I think it's the Rock 1061 page. Cutter put up a bunch of pictures, and you can see the stage announcement that Cotter did in the comment section. But when we came back from the stage announcement, Michael Starr was talking to my wife.
Was he hitting on her?
No, he
wasn't.
Making a
move?
So I was talking to my wife, and I was like, so we went up and did the stage announcement. I go, did Michael Starr just like start talking to you? Was he like hitting on you or something? She goes, no. He just came by and kind of hung out, and he just kind of sat there for a second. I'm like, did he even initiate talking to you? She goes, no, I looked over, and he was just standing there. So I cheersed him, and they just started chit-chatting.
That's funny.
So it was kind of funny. I thought the guys from Steel Panther were actually from Vegas, but it sounds like they're all living in L.A.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun show last night.
Yeah, that's fun. They're definitely fun. I didn't know really what to expect going in. I didn't expect as much like banter and just jokey stuff as they did, which was fine. I mean, they're great at it. You could tell they've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect that much, but it added to it. I mean, it made the show fun.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're a comedy routine. I mean, they do even more comedy than like Tenacious D does.
Yeah.
Live in concert. So yeah, they do a really good job of it. A lot of fun. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, let's just say they're not politically correct.
No, not in the least.
And they don't care.
Remember the movie about constipation? Me neither. It never came out.
Was that Tim the Engineer?
No, I think that was, oh my gosh, why can't I think of your name? She goes by Banana Fana on YouTube. It's Brandy Linderman.
Oh,
yes.
okay. Hey, Brandy.
I think it's Brandy. If I'm wrong, I apologize. The guitarist is great. I'm guessing you're talking about Satchel. I think they should make a real complete album. If you're talking about Steel Panther, they've made multiple albums. Yeah, Satchel's hilarious.
Yeah. All right, guys, be right back. We got one more story to go in about last night, so let's get to it. As Cubs fans, it's been a rough start to the season. And
what are they now? They're like 11-14 or something stupid like that.
Yeah, we each made predictions on how many wins the team's going to get. I think we both overshot.
Yeah.
It's going to be rough. But it's a bad season when one of the highlights is when your first baseman takes the mound to pitch. Well, on Wednesday, Cubs playing the Braves. Braves spanked the Cubs 10-0. The reigning National League MVP, Freddie Freeman, major part of the victory. 4 for 4 in his first 4 at-bats.
Incredible.
Great. 2-run double, hit a home run. Then, in the bottom of the 7th, faced a man with a career ERA of 0. That man is Chicago Cubs first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
I mean, he's talking about clown cars with the Chicago Bears earlier. The clown car of Anthony Rizzo hitting the mound. If that happens, you have to stop and watch because you just don't know how it's going to go. But Rizzo struck Freddie Freeman out.
How is that even possible?
So here's the thing. The All-Star game is coming around. Yes, it got moved from Atlanta. It's going to Colorado, whatever, for political reasons. I'm just saying, if anyone can honestly vote for Freddie Freeman over Anthony Rizzo at this point for the All-Star game,
you can't.
You're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. Anthony Rizzo, I don't care how he does for the rest of the year. He absolutely ugly struck out Freddie Freeman the other night. And this, without a doubt, this is becoming a rivalry between these guys. And Anthony Rizzo is the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah.
Like, this is something to keep your eye on.
Now, Rizzo threw a heater of 74 miles per hour.
I would have missed it.
No, are you kidding me? After the game, Cubs manager David Ross said Riz said he wanted Freeman. And then Freeman said, that's one strikeout I'm okay with. That's what baseball is. That's what sports is. It's to put smiles on people's faces. I was on the wrong side of it tonight, except for the time he went 4 for 4 before it. But I'm okay with it. I'm sure a lot of people got some good smiles and laughs because that's what sports is about. And Freeman did. I mean, once he struck out, he just started dying laughing.
Yeah, it was a great moment in baseball where a bunch of purists of baseball are like, that should have never happened. First baseman should have never got up on that mound. This is the fun that baseball needs. This has got us talking. So this is what baseball definitely needs to keep moving forward. Now give us a home run derby to end a game.
Yes.
That's what we want. Give us what we want.
Now, Atlanta, on a side note, as of next Friday, May 7th?
Yeah, May 7th.
They're increasing capacity to 100%.
So it's going to be literally the Braves in Atlanta and the Rangers in whatever town the Rangers play in.
Arlington.
Arlington? Yeah, whatever. Not a big one.
Yeah.
They're the only two teams of baseball that are going to have 100% capacity at their stadiums. And I'm excited, man. I want to go back and watch a Braves game this year.
Well, I mean, that's with baseball. I mean, I love going and watching live. But, I mean, if you were going and it was you and 40 other people, I don't know, not as exciting.
No.
Give me a stadium full of people, and now you're talking.
I'm vaccinated. Bring it on, man.
All right, coming up next, we're going to talk Foo for Bonnaroo. We've got tickets for Bonnaroo for you to win. Also, going to remind you about the drunk line. It's on the way. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
David, Steel Panther's been doing original material albums for a couple of years now. They got a couple of them, man. Seriously, check them out.
You get my coffee?
Yes, coffee time. Stop. A coffee time. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this, guys. So obviously we're wrapping up Access for Life tomorrow. We've been talking about it for weeks. Super excited about it. We'll have a bunch of pictures and some video of how it all turns out that we'll post up on our social media tomorrow. But on Monday, we're going to start qualifying people for Foo for Bonnaroo. This is an incredible one. You guys are going to be able to win a trip up to Bonnaroo, which is in Manchester, Tennessee. It's kind of in between Chattanooga and Nashville. You're going to get hotel stay and obviously 3-day passes to see all of Bonnaroo, headlined by the Foo Fighters, Lizzo. I think Tame Impala's day 3, so pretty cool stuff. Morning, Bob. What's going on? Can anyone just go tomorrow to watch Axe competition? Absolutely. It is open and free to the public. It's BYOB, so you can bring your own beers. Come and hang out and watch. Once again, we're doing like a 4 versus 4 NCAA-style tournament for Axes for Life tomorrow. That's at Urban Forest Axe House, which is on Jones Street. You guys know where Custom Hustle is on MLK, or that brand new, I think it's the Parkers, on MLK. It's right across the street. Come hang out. There's parking back there, free parking, and then you can come hang out and watch. And if you want to, I think they're going to have the lanes open. You can actually just go throw some axes yourself. If you've never done it, it is super fun. And once again, it's BYOB. Bring yourself some domestic beers if you'd like. No liquor. They don't allow liquor in there. But if you want to bring in some beers, come in, hang out, and watch us throw some axes. Throw some yourself. If today continues like the past few days, I may be calling the drunk line from the tractor around lunchtime tomorrow. Why wait for tomorrow? Do it today. But yeah, tomorrow should be a lot of fun. So that starts at 11. Everyone's meeting at 11, and then we're going to start throwing axes at about 11:30. So we're doing 3 rounds, playing 3 separate games for each round. So it's definitely going to be interesting on how the games go tomorrow. So yeah, 11:30. Show up. Come hang out. Throw some axes. It'll be fun. Okay. What's up, Phil? Marshall, how do you feel about the draft pick? I feel good about it. I got to get over the fact that we're not going to have another number 1 pick next year. Maybe that'll change. Maybe we'll trade someone and we can recoup a number 1 pick. I I hate not having so many number one picks over the last decade plus. We gave away 2 for Jay Cutler. We gave away 2 for Khalil Mack. Now we've given 1 away for Justin Fields. But, I mean, there's always that air of unknown, and that's what, NFL fans strive on year after year. Everyone thinks that their quarterback that they just drafted is going to be, the next Patrick Mahomes. So, and everyone, like Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, Mac Jones, the 5 quarterbacks that win the first round. Mm-hmm. Every one of us just drafted Patrick Mahomes. So that's what we think.
That's true.
Yeah, everyone just drafted a Patrick Mahomes. So.
Yeah, with 5 quarterbacks, I got a bunch of. Do you still get the NFL emails?
No, I don't.
Okay. Yeah, they sent a bunch of just notes from the draft last night. The 5 quarterbacks taken in the first round in 2020 is the 6th consecutive draft with at least 3 quarterbacks selected in the first round, which is the longest run of drafts where that many quarterbacks have been picked.
Yeah, everyone's learning they got to have a quarterback. They can't. They need more of a Patrick Mahomes and not a Trent Dilfer. They don't need a game manager anymore. They need a guy to change the game.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited about it. I don't love the fact that we're giving all away this draft capital, but I mean, if I look at it just this year, technically we just flip-flopped ones and we gave away a 5th-round pick. So future Chicago Bears problems, I'm going to avoid those for the rest of the draft, and I'm going to say I got Justin Fields for a 5th-round pick, and that makes me feel good.
Okay, fair enough.
That's the way I'm going to look at it. So that's my 2 cents. I love the pick from the Falcons. I really thought the Falcons were going to trade out of that spot, though.
Yeah.
I love Kyle Pitts. That dude he's a monster. He looks like, he projects to be one of the top tight ends that the NFL has, kind of like a Gronk or, oh my God, the dude from Kansas City, whoever that guy is.
He is the highest drafted tight end. And they keep calling it the common drafter. I'm sorry. Sports illiterate, don't know what that means. But he is the highest drafted tight end.
Hold on, I'm Googling NFL Common Draft era. That is since 1966.
Okay.
It's after the merger. So this is after the AFL-NFL merger in 1966. So, yeah, he is the highest drafted tight end in 60 years.
Damn.
Phil goes, yeah, as a Falcons fan, I'm good with the pick. I remember how it was when Tony Gonzalez was there, and if he could be anything like that, we'll be good. Yep. One of the best ever? Yes, I agree. If he's one of the best ever, that is a good thing. Yeah, I think that was a good pick by the Falcons yesterday, but I really thought they were going to trade back.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't. I called it, actually, when it came to the Cubs record, 11-14.
Is it? Okay.
They are in last place in the NL Central.
So rough.
Well, I mean, 4 games swing and we're in first. So, I mean, it's pretty close. I just hate to see the Cardinals above us, but Cardinals are 13-12. We're a very small run.
What's the best record in the division?
15-10, the Brewers.
Okay.
Best record in baseball is held by, wait for it, the Kansas City Royals at 15-8.
What happened to the Dodgers? I thought they had
followed up by the Giants with 16-9. The Dodgers are 16-10.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I think the Dodgers are on a bit of a skid there
because they were. I mean, it wasn't a number they were ever going to hit or something. But I mean, with where they were in like the first part of the season, they were like projected if they would keep that streak going to get like this insane amount of wins.
Dodgers are 3-7 in their last 10.
There you go. That explains it.
That's your issue. There's your problem. You suck.
Almost 90 seconds.
Foo Bonnaroo every hour, correct?
Yep, it's going to start Monday at 6 in the morning. I'm not going to do.
Yep,
and then every day then the rest of it'll be 24. But I'm just going to start it at 6 with us on Monday.
Bob says Cotter Phillip was very upset about a question last night. Oh, I'm guessing during trivia or something.
Okay.
What question? He hasn't run back.
Yeah. And who's Philip?
Our buddy Phil. Beer meeting Phil.
Oh, beer meeting Phil. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was some random person there. All right, got about 30 seconds. Foo for Bonnaroo.
Okay, cool.
All right, we'll be right back. Good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for hanging out. Get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. So Bonnaroo is happening this year. It's going down in September. One of the headliners, it is the Foo Fighters. And we've got your chance to score tickets, 3-day passes, plus hotel to Bonnaroo.
Yeah, this is the way to go. I mean, they give out camping passes, but trust me, September, Tennessee, the last thing you want to do is be sweating to death in a tent while you're trying to sleep. We got your hotel room. AC is going to be humming. Oh, baby, it's going to feel good. But the rest of the lineup for Bonnaroo, it's ridiculously fun.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Lizzo headlining Saturday night. Tame Impala is on that night as well, along with My Morning Jacket and a bunch of other bands. Incubus is a part of the Saturday lineup. Tyler, the Creator. Lana Del Rey, she had that excellent Sublime cover of
Doing Time.
That was very, very popular over the last couple of years. Young the Giant is on Sunday as well. So Bonnaroo is going to be awesome. Once again, that's September 2nd through the 5th. We have a hotel room for you.
So we're going to go Foo for Bonnaroo. This is really, really simple. Starting Monday at 6 o'clock at the top of every hour. All next week, starting Monday at 6 in the morning, we're going to play a Foo Fighters song. Once you hear it, all you got to do is text us the name of the song to 800-394-1061. We'll select some qualifiers. Then after 2 weeks, we'll select one grand prize winner.
And that grand prize winner, once again, hotel stay and tickets to Bonnaroo this year. Your first festival probably back in action.
It's true.
You know, you can wipe off the rust of not going to concerts, at least festivals for the last few years, and get ready for all the fun stuff that is on our way.
All right, Foo for Bonnaroo. It starts Monday morning at 6 o'clock. All right, this weekend, if you're out boozing it up, be careful. Don't drink and drive. Get home safe. And then call the drunk line.
That's right, 1-800-394-1061. That's the phone number. Save it in your phone. Yeah, when you're having cocktails out by the pool, it's going to be very warm this weekend. Or maybe you're going to be having a few cocktails or drinks at the Axe Throwing for Life event that we're throwing tomorrow, which you can come watch, although you may not be a part of. Just call us on the drunk line. Let us know what you're thinking. If you have a great idea, if you have a bad idea, if you like us or hate us, if you think the sky isn't blue but like a weird like off blue, and you want to debate about that fact, please tell us your thoughts by leaving a voicemail.
And then we're going to play back some of our favorites come Monday morning in the 9 o'clock hour. All right, coming up top the 7 o'clock hour, we're going to take your calls, comments, and text at 800-394-1061. What's the rudest thing a little kid has ever done to you? Doesn't have to be your kid.
Right.
Just a kid.
We got some good stories coming up.
All right, that's top the 7 o'clock hour. Call, comment, and text. What's the rudest thing a little kid has ever done to you? It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
We got a text message of someone just texting us, Foo.
Not yet? Not yet.
So I just replied, not yet, LOL.
Okay, Rhode Island. Let's see. I'm looking into this question now.
What was this? Name the 6 states who bordered the least amount of states. Rhode Island wasn't on the list, but there are some arguments whether it borders New York. Phil goes, LOL. I mean, I Googled it and immediately said 2. Fuck your Google.
The website I found obviously did not include it. So, my apologies.
Philip says, also, Cotter, how much do you love Cheers?
The TV show?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Is he saying you write a lot of questions about Cheers?
I don't know. I had a couple within the last couple of weeks, I think, probably.
That's probably what he's saying.
There you go.
You love Cheers.
Maybe
he loves it a lot, to answer your question, apparently. All right. Going to ignore that. Got that up. I actually don't have to do a keyword for food because we're just doing the songs.
Yep.
So.
Yep, super easy.
through the SAV takeout app, which I used once or twice before, you can now order Green Truck Pub.
Oh, nice.
So that's a random fact. Listen, they had knives. They tried to shank me, says Bob. Phil disputes that statement. Okay, good start, guys. Let's try not to murder each other this early in the morning on a Friday. You know, it's pretty cool, though. Taking your calls, comments, and texts in regards to what is the worst thing a little kid has said or done to you. Bob, you got a bunch of little kids running around your house. I think you're even making a new one. Go ahead and tell us in the comments on the stream, guys. Tell us what's the worst thing a little kid has said or done to you. I reached out to some of my family members who have all the kids in our family, and they've shared some funny stories. But yeah, please go ahead and share that in the chat, and we'll talk about those here in a little bit. Also coming up in the 7 o'clock hour, we'll talk about big-time summer plans, Big Money Monday. We'll be talking NFL draft later on in the show. Logan from Sycamore's coming in. Very excited. I'm actually going up to Charlotte next weekend. I go hit up some breweries. I'm very excited. I'm going to definitely hit up Sycamore. There's Wooden Robot. That is a really cool joint up there. There's also Heist Brewing. Those are like the 3 on my list.
Okay.
And there's just a bunch of cool like spots to get food. I think all breweries mostly like serve food as well. I was looking into it, and they all serve food. So I'm just going to go get even fatter, which is great. I'll make sure to work out extra heavy this weekend. Hit that jump rope even more. So I got a question that made me laugh because I read it just before we hit the break. How much time do we have?
Let's see. Plenty.
All right. This one's a little scandalous, but I'm just going to go for it. You ready?
Yeah.
Would you rather bang a dude or a chick who banged 1,000 dudes or chicks, or a dude or chick who's banged one animal?
Oh.
That's tough.
I'm gonna go non-animal banger.
Yep, I'm gonna go a person who's got around and did 1,000.
That's fine with me.
I'm actually kind of impressed by that.
Experienced and gifted at this point in time, I would hope.
Once again, the question is, and I've definitely, just so you guys know, I've definitely made it more plausible, or not plausible, made it more PG rated than it should be. Would you rather bang a dude or chick who's banged 1,000 dudes or chicks, or all of them, or B, a dude or chick who's banged one animal? According to, this is a poll the internet question from Barstool, 73% of people said they would like to the dude or chick who banged 1,000 dudes or chicks. So
that is way too low of a number. But
oddly enough, 25% were like, yeah, just the one animal person.
Because they were that one animal person.
Gibby says, do we have to know if they did? Yes. Yes, you would have to know.
Depends on the animal.
Yeah, Banana Fan goes, depends on the animal. It's a porcupine or piranha. I don't know. Bob goes, oh man, I'm certified at my school to remove a student who is in danger to themselves or classmates. I have been kicked, punched, spit on, shirt ripped, fun times. Ooh, good Lord. Bob, what's the worst thing a little kid has called you? Like, what's the most devastating thing they've called you? I'm sure they've called you an a-hole or whatever, but like, what is the worst thing? Like, have they ever like ripped at your soul? Have they ever been like, the Red Sox will never make it back to the World Series? I cast a curse on you. Like, I feel like someone's probably said some mean shit like that to you before. Charles has a kid story. Not to me, but to my wife. We were living in Somerville at the time, and Miss was about 8.9 months pregnant. At the Little League baseball park, this little kid pointed at her, and everything moved. And in the most country South Carolina voice screamed, Hey, Ma, look at that big old belly on that lady. Bob goes, a little kid called him a fat motherfucker. He goes, that was tough. Oh, Bob. Damn those fucking kids, man. Dude, give me that kid's address. I'm going to go kick the shit. You know what? You and me. Jay and Silent Bob this bitch. Let's go kick the shit out of these little kids. Ingrid said, wasn't rude to us, but it made us realize that we have to watch our mouths. Back in the day of VCRs, yeah, I'm that old, we put in a movie to watch after we got done watching the show on TV. Our son was playing in his room. Remember how the screen would go blank just before the movie started? Well, our son, he's 3 at this time, comes out of his room, looks at the TV, looks at us, back to the TV, shakes his head back and forth with his head on his hips and says, goddamn TV, then goes back to his room. That kid was only 7 to 8 years old. Dude, give me that kid's address. I'm going to kick the shit out of him. I'll show up to his house. Wanda said she's going to DM us a story because she actually has a list. Oh, no, she's actually going to comment here. Okay. Phil says, so I used to work at the JEA with Rob, and one time we went to Star Castle. Well, this one kid had a horrible attitude problem and started having a meltdown in the skating rink. I have no idea why. I had to physically restrain the kid while he kicked both his skates off and was trying to hit me and run out of the building. People were looking at this kid and myself like we were crazy. The kid and his brother were insane. Bob says, and don't use my name on the radio if you did tell those. I will just refer to you as a man named Bob.
Do you have any?
I've got some from my Facebook page, but not personal ones.
Yeah,
no.
I was trying to. It's like I'm sure my kids have said something in the past, but I don't remember.
Speaking of, I'll pop open my stuff. All right, guys, let's poll the internet. I got another great question for you guys right here. Once again, we play the Answer the Internet game from Barstool. Which at some point we're going to run out of questions because we actually flew through this game when we first started the show. We've become much better at not doing it as much. Guys, all right, so here's another question for you. Would you have sex with a girl or guy with no arms?
Yeah.
I love the picture. Once again, would you have sex with a girl or a guy with no arms? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I would. I mean, that's sure.
This girl with no arms is smoking hot, though. Can I have her? 71% of Barstool readers said yes, they would have sex with a guy or girl with no arms.
How many?
71%.
Really? Once again, that seems kind of low.
30% of elitists.
Just haters.
Oh, you got to have one arm? Gross. Yesterday, my son said he was glad that he wasn't born in the old days when we didn't have cars. He says the old days were like 1999. Fuck that kid. Morning, Raven Dantes. Thanks for swinging by the show, man.
Morning, all.
Morning, everyone. And why not no arm people need love, too? Exactly, man. Glad to see everyone's up and at 'em on this beautiful Friday. Oh, look at that. Jeff Weaver liked my stuff. Hopefully Jeff's watching the show.
Wanda sent seriously a list.
Nice.
Hers could be like a break.
Oh, yeah. I got to jump into mine real quick. So how do you want to break down? We got 3 minutes till we jump on with this stuff. How do you want to break it down? Obviously, we don't have a story to go into.
Yeah.
But if you just want to talk about shitty kids in general.
Yeah. Yeah, I can. I mean, my kids have done the whole, I don't like you right now kind of thing. There was one thing, the rudest thing I did to my dad as a kid. I'll tell that story. Because it's a moment I just have never forgotten at all. It's so dumb, so dumb.
Yes, Banana Fan. The Axe tournament is tomorrow. Starts at 11 a.m. over at Urban Forest Axe House. Please come and hang out, watch if you want. It's BYOB. We officially start the tournament at 11:30. We're spending that first half an hour to do like waivers, and we're going to go over the rules, what games we're playing. And then at 11:30, it'll start. There will be cages open, which I think you can rent. So once again, that starts at 11 a.m. Urban Forest Axe House on Jones Street, downtown Savannah. So come hang out if you can. Wanda, we knew what you meant. We knew you didn't mean bandage toys because that's just weird. We knew you meant bondage. So I have...
So I pulled Phillips, Charles, and Ingrid's over just so I can read them easier, but however you want to split it up is fine. And then Wanda's.
Do you have Bob's up there?
No? Bob's a little short one.
Yeah, the one.
Just the old days with the cars.
Yeah.
Was there another one?
Just the kid who called him a fat motherfucker.
Oh, I didn't do that one. No, I didn't put that one up there. If you want.
What up, Rhett? I see you, man. All right. So why don't you do two of those, and I'll interject in the middle.
Okay.
And I will do two short ones from my Facebook page. So yeah, you do one. I'll do two little short ones from my Facebook. So I have like four.
Okay.
So I'll have two others, and then do one more, and then we can wrap from there. So you just want to do, I guess, four here
In the first break?
Yeah. Or is that? Do you want to do less than that?
Let's do. I'll tell my story, and then I'll tell my story, and then do like three others. And then we can save some of them for the other ones. But I mean, because Wanda's we can just save for the last break.
Okay. Okay, then do this. Do your short story.
Right.
I'll do my two short. You do one of yours.
Okay.
And then we'll wrap up.
Okay.
We'll wrap up the first. And then if we get calls, we get calls. If not, we got enough chat stories and messages to handle second and third break.
All right, guys. Be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out here on a Friday. Be sure to get the stream. Check us out, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. You can always listen to the show. Download the app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker, or check us out at rock1061.com. So this morning, we're taking your calls, comments, and texts. What's the rudest thing a little kid has ever done to you? It doesn't have to be your kid. It could be another kid.
Right.
Just a little kid. How are they being rude?
Yeah, I mean, something maybe they physically did to you or just said to you. Little kids with their mouths unfiltered. Everyone's like, "Oh, that's the cutest thing about kids. They don't have a filter." That's like the worst thing. Because sometimes they say something that can utterly devastate you.
Now, I'm thinking back with my kids, and nothing stands out. I mean, there's the stereotypical, I hate you, daddy sort of thing when they're mad and didn't get their way. But there's nothing overly rude that I can remember them doing as small children. But I remember one thing, the rudest thing I ever did to my dad. They had friends over, so there's guests at the house.
Right.
They're sitting. My dad was sitting on the couch in the living room. I don't remember how old I was. I walked into the living room, walked up to my dad, and literally just punched him in the junk. No reason whatsoever.
It doesn't matter. It's funny.
And then I took off running.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just came into the living room full force, right in the stuff.
Yeah. And any repercussions from that? Did your dad come after you?
I don't remember. I'm sure there was.
Because you blacked out because he hit you so hard.
That might have been it. But for whatever reason, I just found it funny. And I'm like, I'm just going to go punch my dad.
That is excellent. You did the Lord's work that day.
Maybe
that's very funny. So we shared this story or this question to quite a few places, and I actually got a response from a former classmate of mine from high school. She's currently a teacher, and she said that she showed up to work one day teaching second graders with a sunburn on her face because she went out that weekend, and a child walked up to her and asked her, "What's wrong with your face?"
See, that's the kid being unfiltered.
Yeah, exactly. And this one is excellent. So Jeff Weaver, our good buddy Jeff, he chimed in. He said, my wife and I were having dinner with my parents who are very religious. He goes, my oldest daughter, who was 3 at the time, all of a sudden spoke up and said, my dad drinks beer and looks at dirty magazines.
That's rough.
No, I don't. Shut up.
we got one from the chat. Said, yesterday my son said he was glad he wasn't born in the old days when they didn't have cars. When asked about the old days and when they were, or at least the kid thought they were, 1999.
21 years ago. 22 years ago, man.
That's the old days.
I'd smack the living crap out of that kid.
Little crap. All right, call, comment, and text. 800-394-1061. What is the rudest thing a little kid has ever done to you? More of your stories coming up. Latest from Royal Blood. This is Typhoons on Rock 106.1.
Dude, I started listening. Oh, the Royal Blood album comes out today.
Oh, crap.
So I don't know if you have any copies or anything, but ask for copies.
Yeah, I'll see.
I was listening to all the tracks they've released for the album yesterday while I was working on stuff, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys, once again, we're still taking your stories. What's the rudest thing a little kid has done, said to you to really throw you off? Once again, thank you for your stories up to this moment. I've got this one. I've got 2 more on my chat. You know, what's funny is, so my best friend, Ken, growing up, his mom ran a daycare. And I'm like, Mom, she has to have 1,000 stories, but she still works doing that.
Right.
So I tagged her. I tagged Carla, and Carla goes, John, all of my big/little helpers are angels. Even the little boy who lived down the street who loved to steal all my snack treats. That was me.
That was you?
That was me. I came over and just ate snacks all the time. It was awesome.
Nice.
Wanda says, if I get on my older girls, her kids will just straight up repeat what they said, but with a smart-ass tone. It's a good one. It's definitely a good way to harass someone. I'll clean my room.
I can start with Phil's story here.
Sounds good.
All right, about 90 seconds.
You got Ingrid's story up there?
I do.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, once again, we have a few more people watching the live stream. We are taking your comments, text, calls in regards to what's the rudest thing a little kid has ever done or said to you. Drop your stories into the chat if you feel like it. What up, Aaron? Good morning. And we're just going over those right now. Let's see. Perfect. All right, we're ready. A little less than a minute. We're back on the air, guys. Also, keep in mind, starting Monday, 6 a.m., we're doing Foo for Bonnaroo. Got to listen up for a Foo Fighters song. We'll play one an hour. Once you hear it, just text in the song that you heard, the song title, and then we'll get people qualified once an hour to win themselves an opportunity to go to Bonnaroo, which is awesome this year. I just want to go see Lizzo.
I had a chance to see her at Austin City Limits.
Yeah.
So many people. They had to create a second stage and videoed from stage one.
Oh, really?
It was right when she hit popular wise, and it was stupid busy. We'll be right back. We are taking your calls, comments, and texts this morning. 800-394-1061. What's the rudest thing a little kid has ever done to you? I mean, even if you don't have kids, you run into a rude little kid in the store. Mm-hmm. Your friends have, just maybe hellions that every now and then do something to you that you're just like, oh, that's why I don't have kids. Philip hit us up on the chat and said, so I used to work at the JEA, and one time we went to Star Castle. Well, this one kid had a horrible attitude problem, started having a meltdown in the skating rink. I have no idea why. I had to physically restrain the kid while he kicked both his skates off and was trying to hit me and run out of the building. People are looking at this kid and myself like we were crazy. That kid and his brother were insane.
Little kids, just temper tantrums at Star Castle, man. That's a tough one.
Anybody who works with kids like that, teachers, whatever, you are doing the Lord's work, because I would not have the patience for that at all.
I would have just walked away.
I'm done. I quit.
I would have got the largest soda at Star Castle, walked over and just poured it over that little kid's head. Someone on the chat said, someone calling me a fat MFer was tough.
Yeah, that would be a little, I don't know. It's like, I've had different times in my life where I've been heavier than others. Mm-hmm. So if I was at a heavy point and just a little kid randomly said that,
yeah,
I think that hurt.
Comment like that, that hits on multiple levels. Even if you weren't or if you were, but just the overall soul-crushing confidence burner that is being called a fat MFer. Oh, that's a tough one. So I actually shared this post to my personal Facebook page. My sister, she actually chimed in. She said, when my son, his name is Gabe, was about 3 years old, he would always run into my husband on purpose, but he'd headbutt him right in the junk. Once again, on purpose. And he just thought it was the funniest thing ever. So I can only imagine for months on end, with my brother-in-law Stu just absolutely getting destroyed by my nephew because he just thought it was funny by torpedoing himself right into his junk.
I would invest in a cup. I think
at some point, yeah.
I think you'd have to.
If it happens so many times.
Right, you got to be prepared. Ingrid hit us up and said, wasn't rude to us, but it made us realize we had to watch our mouths. Back in the day of VCRs, we put in a movie to watch. After we got done watching the show on TV, our son was playing in his room, and it's like the screen would go blank and just before the movie started. Well, our son, he's 3 at the time, comes out of his room, looks at the TV, which is completely blank, looks at us, looks back at the TV, shakes his head back and forth, hands on his hips, and says, not gosh darn, TV? I mean, you can't say anything in front of a kid. They're absolutely going to repeat it.
They're parrots.
They are, man. They learn everything from us. When your kid drops that first F-bomb and you go, who taught him that? Just go over to a mirror, look in it, and that's the person right there.
It's us?
It's us.
Oh, that's crazy. That is devastating to find that out. Yeah, I mean, I got one more story here I could share.
Okay.
So someone else on the Facebook said, when I was very pregnant with her sister, I took my almost 2-year-old to story time at the local library. We came out of the bathroom, and she waited until we got back to the crowded children's section to exclaim, "Great job pooping on the potty, Mommy." Yeah. Thanks.
That's funny. Call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. What's the rudest thing a little kid has ever done to you? Wanda did not disappoint. We've got a list. We're going to get to that list next.
She's been holding on to that for a while.
She's been saving that one, and she's like, I knew eventually you guys would talk about it, so here you go. So we've got Wanda's list, your comments coming up next. What's the rudest thing a little kid has ever done to you? 800-394-1061. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
Kids are the worst. Thanks for hanging around on the stream today, guys. Like we said, starting Monday, going to start qualifying you guys to win yourselves a trip to go check out the Foo Fighters in Bonnaroo. That includes hotel and tickets to Bonnaroo. Tomorrow is Axe Throwing for Life. We've been talking about it for weeks now. We've completed our teams. Urban Forest Axe House is very excited to be hosting this tournament, and you guys can come watch. It's going to be open, free to the public. If you just want to come down, hang out, you can also throw axes. They have, I think 16 different cages or boards or whatever they call them.
Right.
So you can actually rent one and throw axes yourself, watch the tournament, hang around, chill out. It's also BYOB at Urban Force Axe House, which is awesome. Across the street is that like Parker's or whatever. So you can go over, grab yourself some booze, walk back, and chill out and watch.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Glad I could share the list while I'm elbow deep in baby vomit at the moment. Thank you. Glad you got that in before the baby vomit. Also, we have a secret. I forgot. We have a secret. Are we telling people about the secret yet?
No, yeah, we can talk. We will. No, we can't say what the secret is.
Oh, but we have a secret.
We have a secret.
When is that secret?
We're going to reveal the secret Monday morning at 8 o'clock. It's a 20th anniversary secret.
Are we revealing that we've been an alternative radio station the entire time?
I will say, if anybody has been paying attention to our boss's random comments occasionally in the chat, you might be able to figure out what the secret is. So there you go. That's there's a hint.
Ooh. Aaron Wilborn goes, "What's the secret? You're a terrible golfer." Speaking of, our boss Aaron went golfing with all of our big bosses, the Dicks.
Yeah.
How did that go? Did you find out how he did?
I don't know. Didn't hear.
How'd you do, Aaron? How'd golfing with the Dicks go?
I know what I'm doing this weekend, scanning through the past shows. Telling you, he's dropped some not so subtle hints.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's where our boss is very childlike. He can't
no filter.
He can't keep a secret. How did Mac's meeting of the Dicks go? Good. It was very brief. The Dicks came in, they fist bumped all of us, said, "You're doing a great job. It looks like you're having fun." And then they immediately left to go play golf.
Yeah.
Mac died a little inside because she forgot they were coming, but she survived.
Yeah,
we're proud of her.
She did good. I shot a 75. They were both in the 80s and 90s.
Right, but that's how old they are. What did they shoot? See what I did there? It was an old dick joke.
Yeah.
Get it? Yeah. Old dick.
I get it.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So I'm going to Charlotte next weekend, and I was thinking about it. So I'm going to go right after the show. Like I'm going to just jump in the car and leave. So I think I'm going to make my wife drive to Charlotte, and I'm going to sleep so I can't be yelled at for being tired when it comes Friday night.
How long of a drive is it?
Like 4 hours.
Oh, shoot. That's perfect.
It's like an Orlando trip.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
If I could just get like 2 hours within that 4 hours, I'll be solid.
Get a good nap in?
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm not much of a car sleeper, though, but I think I'm going to go full out. I'm going to bring a pillow.
Oh, there you go. Get comfy.
Lay down a little bit. Gibby goes, but that's funny. Wilborn, no, did not throw it in their faces. Probably a good call.
That's a very good call.
Later on the show, we have Logan from Sycamore Brewing Company stopping in for the very first time. Very excited to have him in studio. I'm sure he'll be bringing in Mountain Candy IPA. It's kind of their
That's their thing, right?
It's their main one. Yeah.
And like I said, I don't remember having anything from Sycamore. Maybe I have. I don't know. I don't know.
I think I gave you their coffee.
Okay.
It's like a vanilla called Affogato.
Okay.
I think you and I shared that.
Okay.
Once.
Did I like it?
I think you did.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Red says get a Tesla and you both could slurp. I bet we could.
Whatever you're into, man.
You got to touch that screen every 30 seconds or it turns off.
So what happens when we have a guest in who brings beer, works for a brewery, and it's the first really bad beer?
Tell him.
This is a 2 guy. Sorry.
Yeah. It doesn't hit the mark, man. I mean, I can't lie to him.
And that is the only time Logan from Sycamore ever.
Hey, you know what? Well, there's enough good breweries out there. We don't have to worry.
No, I know.
No, Sycamore is known for their IPAs, and they're honestly, Mountain Candy's pretty good.
Okay.
So it's not the best IPA in the world. I'm not going to like sit here and stroke the dude off. You know, how great his beer is, but it's a good beer.
All right, we got about just over 2 minutes playing the Foo Fighters.
Let's see. Wilborn says, even if you guys figure out the secret, there aren't any details. I feel like you're like poking the bear there, Wilborn.
No, I didn't say no. There's not. You're not going to find out everything, but you'll know the general idea of what the secret is. Because I mean, you flat out typed it a couple times.
Wilborn says maybe you guys can convince Cotter to release the info. Okay, actually, that's a very good question. What would it take for you to release the info on our secret early as opposed to Monday morning at 8 a.m.?
Oh, we want to release it like today early.
If someone makes $1,000 donation to no, I'm serious, to One Love Animal Rescue.
If somebody make $1,000 donation, yes, I would say it. But I mean, and I love One Love. Don't make $1,000 donation just for this.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know. I mean, if you have $1,000 laying around and you want to make a donation, go for it. And I'll tell you.
You'll just tell that person.
I'm not telling everybody.
Oh, okay.
They made the $1,000 donation. They deserve. I can slide you 50. See here, I was thinking about torture.
Yeah. Charles, businesses need honest feedback.
No, that's true.
When it comes to the beers. I can slide you 50. That's good. What does $50 get Wanda? You'll tell her the first letter of the thing.
The first letter? Yeah. Get the first letter.
Yeah, the first letter. $1,000, he will tell you everything in regards to what we're announcing on Monday.
$1,000 to charity. You don't have to pick me. But I don't know. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Happy Friday. We are taking your calls, comments, and text. 800-394-1061. What's the rudest thing a little kid has ever done to you? Wanda sent us a list.
It seemed personal at this point. I mean, I feel like Wanda's held on to these little comments from her children for quite some time.
So I'm just going to start at the top. You're so pretty, but you sure are fat.
Wow.
That's rough.
Kids are the worst.
Mama, your belly is so big during and after the pregnancy. During, I get. After, that's just rough.
What else are? And there's more?
Oh, that was only the first 2. Why does your breath stink? Shut your mouth, Mama. I know you want privacy. Wanda's in the restroom, but can you open this? Your dad is in the living room. Loves to give us the finger. I have a picture of my mom giving the finger. Selena calls it Yaya's finger.
Okay.
We have a designated middle finger giver in our family, but my kids are older now. Mm-hmm. But I always found it funny when they kind of flipped us off when they were young.
What age did they start flipping you off?
I don't remember. It was teenage. We did it. We were playing cards, and somebody did something, and I think my wife flipped me off, and my kids were like, oh, what was that? And then it just kind of became a thing. Whenever we play games, we have anointed the official flipper offer. So if somebody does something worthy of being flipped off, we ask that person to do the job.
Nice.
She also said the daughter will repeat everything someone says. If she hears it, she doesn't forget it, like the word penis. in parentheses, thanks, guys. The F-bomb is probably her go-to, as it should be.
It stings. It stings. It's absolutely one of the best.
And then finally, my nephew, 8 or 9 at the time, asked me, can you make that thing be quiet? I'm sleeping. He was talking about my daughter who was a newborn. Kids, man.
There's no mute button on little babies?
There's not, unfortunately.
Oh, that's terrible.
All right, so you can continue with your comments and text 800-394-1061. What is the rudest thing a little kid has ever done to you? It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Here's the Beastie Boys, Rock 1061.
Vic's got a couple kids, so we can expect our Vic phone call probably shortly. Or maybe he doesn't remember he has a couple kids. That could be an issue as well. All right, guys, that kind of wraps up our, oh my God, there's a phone call. I bet you it's Vic.
Rock 1061, hello?
Yes, I just wanted to respond to the rudest thing a little kid ever said to you.
Yeah, what you got?
My son was in kindergarten, and I went to school to pick him up, and I was sitting on the bleachers waiting for him to come up, and this little girl came up to me, and we were talking, and she said, do you ever brush your teeth? And I was like, yeah, I brush my teeth every day. And she said, well, you can't tell because your teeth are yellow.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Did you push him off the bleachers?
I should have. All right, y'all have a good day.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Little kids, man. Little kids.
Little fucking kids, man. I'll get some whitening strips, okay? We could use that call for the next break if you want and just shorten down summer plans to 1, or however you want to do it.
We can.
Whatever you want to do there. Wanda says that call deserves a throat punch.
I'm going to do that real quick. So I'm going to.
Yes, I just wanted to respond to the kid ever said. Yeah, what you got? My son. All right, y'all have a good day. Thank you. My son was in kindergarten, and I went to school to pick him up, and I was sitting on the bleachers waiting for him to come up, and this little girl came up to me, and we were talking, and she said, do you ever brush your teeth? I was like, yeah, I brush my teeth every day. She said, well, you can't tell because your teeth are yellow. Yeah. Did you push him off the bleachers? I should have. All right, y'all have a good day. Thank you.
We could play that, and then we can talk about Big Money Monday here.
Yeah, let's do that. And then,
we can do one break with the summer plans.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's play this back, Big Money Monday, and then we'll come back. Yeah.
Right.
So I was looking at the top 10, and I was like, I was trying to correlate everything I could into one trip to Tybee. And I think I got.
I mean, you should be able to.
1, 2, 3, 4,
For most
5. I think I got 7 things. I could be
Okay.
like, you can actually do all of that on Tybee.
All right, we'll be right back, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So we did get one last call about our topic today. What's the rudest thing a little kid has ever done to you? Surprisingly, it wasn't Vic.
Right.
I just don't think maybe we're late enough, for it to be Vic. Give it about 10 more minutes.
Yeah, Vic doesn't wake up until about at this exact moment.
All right, so let's hit the phone, see what we got.
My son was in kindergarten, and I went to school to pick him up, and I was sitting on the bleachers waiting for him to come up. And this little girl came up to me, and we were talking, and she said, do you ever brush your teeth? And I was like, yeah, I brush my teeth every day. And she said, well, you can't tell because your teeth are yellow.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Did you push him off the bleachers?
I should have. All right, y'all have a good day.
Thank you. Kids, man, kids.
Some kids just need to be wrecked. Some need to have an accidental fall off the bleachers sometimes, just to set them straight.
Now, it's funny because as a parent, you never want your kid to say something rude, and say something inappropriate. And sometimes it's just kids. They're just going to be honest. They don't necessarily know the difference. They don't know whether, that's right or wrong yet. I mean, and not that it's wrong, maybe just inappropriate usually for when something like that happens. But yeah, I'm just glad my kids are older. I'm just glad that I'm past that point of having to worry about that now. I'm okay with that completely.
Well, I still think there's probably going to be instances where you're still going to cringe at some things your kids say.
Oh, no, that's on a daily basis, but it's not because it's rude, so that's fine. All right, don't forget on Monday, we have got Big Money Monday. It has been weeks since we have gotten a winner.
I'm kind of been bummed out with Big Money Monday because we had a stretch there where we were giving away a lot of our boss's money. And this isn't a thing where we're making a joke about it and it's planned to give it away. It's not.
No.
I get my boss's credit card and I go buy $50 Visa gift cards across the street at Kroger and then I mail them out. Yeah. It's incredible.
It's the highlight of our week.
Yeah.
When we can give away our boss's money.
I mean, speaking of middle fingers, it's almost like giving my boss a middle finger to start the week off. I just gave away literally your money.
Yeah.
It feels good.
It's such a good feeling. You guys should try it.
Well, I mean, people had to, they have to text to try it, though.
No, I'm just saying people should try to give their bosses money away.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see how good that feels.
Yeah, just rummage through their office till you find their wallet or purse, and then just find whatever cash they have and just give it to someone.
Just give it away. Start handing it out to strangers.
You just feel like an angel. Another angel.
If you'd like to win Big Money Monday, it's very simple. All you got to do is drop us a text anytime between now and Monday. We just need your first name and a number 1 through 9.
That's right. So go ahead and text us 1-800-394-1061. You can do it right now if you want.
Yeah.
We all of our texts are kind of just loaded in there. So once again, your first name and then a number between 1 and 9. We'll choose one person to roll the bingo machine for, which is right here. I mean, it's the cheapest thing we could have literally bought on Amazon, but it's a purely plastic bingo machine, and we just roll. And if we roll your number, you win $50.
So Big Money Monday. Text us your first name and a number to 800-394-1061. Your chance to win Monday morning here on the Cotter and Marshall Show. Coming up next, we're talking summer plans. Thankfully, summer is right around the corner. So we'll tell you about it coming up. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Looks like Wilborn has joined the Twitch.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Wilborn, if you're on the Twitch, make sure to subscribe to the channel. So to give you guys a heads up on what we're talking about here, next break we're going to talk about summer plans. There was a survey that came out talking about what people plan on doing for summer vacation. So we'll go over that quickly. Top the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to talk about the NFL draft. We're going to talk about round 1, what happened last night. We'll also play our Fire Away Friday song, which you can go vote for. Slipknot Duality had all the votes last night, so it looks like we'll be playing Slipknot. But you could change that by going to vote on the Facebook page of I think it's on the Rock 106.1. Yeah, it's on the Rock 106.1 Facebook page where you can vote away for Fire Away Friday. It's where we take 3 songs, allow you guys to vote, and we play the song that you guys vote for the most. 8 o'clock hour, we also play trivia, and then Logan from Sycamore Brewing drops in to do beer for breakfast with us. Then we'll wrap up with music news. Let's see. Gibby, welcome to the dark side. Follow first, can't subscribe yet. Whatever, man. It's all kind of the same. The stream needs more followers to be able to monetize subscribers. I know. But not really. I'm actually just more stunned I was able to successfully set up a Twitch account to run, let alone even try to make money off of in the future. Thank you, Gibby. So while Cotter's out of the room, if for some reason you play Cotter today in trivia, I'm actually going to give you an answer to one of the questions right now if you call in and play. So here we go. One of the questions is, the average adult human has 32 of what? The answer is teeth. I'll only do this for you guys right here on the stream. But if you call in later for Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout, that one's free. Cotter doesn't know the answer to that. I've never told him. I mean, he may know it, but now you have the answer if you go up against Cotter today. So I'm just throwing that out there. That one's for free. You're welcome. When it comes to the weekend should be fun. What are you guys up to? Hit me up. Let me know what you guys are doing in the comments this weekend. I've already got all my yard work done. I think today's going to be very chill. At least tonight is. Because I've got to wake up early, obviously do the axe throwing tournament. And then the rest of the weekend is a free-for-all. Getting ready for, obviously, our big secret announcement Monday morning at 8 a.m. that we'll be revealing. But outside of that, just going to be kind of hanging out. There's no big movies to watch this weekend, unless I'm missing something. I don't think there's any big movies coming out this weekend. So I think I'm just going to try to find some spots in the Savannah Hilton Head area that I haven't gone and had dinner or lunch at. I'm just going to kind of hit those places up. Raymond Dante's here's lounging. I did the yard work last weekend. Ain't touching again until next week. I agree. I'm on a minimum 2-week separation when it comes to yard work. I did mine on Tuesday. Actually, I'm going to go swimming. I got the pool out back, and I got it fixed, so I think we're good there. Speaking of, I need to drop some salt in it. Monster trucks, yard work, and possibly clean the pool out. I dread that each year. Do you have an in-ground or an above-ground pool, Gibby? I have a in-ground saltwater pool. It was an addition to the house. There was some the original owner of the home. He was this crazy guy who thought he could do all these upgrades. And some of them were good, like the pool, and some of them were bad, like the master bathroom. Not bad in the way it doesn't work. I mean, everything works, but if you look at my master bathroom and you pull out the drawer that's directly underneath the sink, a lot of people nail those drawers in.
Yeah.
He actually left it. The drawer in, but because the piping is right there at the sink, he actually cut a hole in the shelf so that the drawer would close. It was like, Jesus Christ, man, this is completely half-assed. A-Dub's going golfing, then drive my daughter gymnastics, pool time with the kiddos and the wife. Yeah, the weekend. This is going to be a great weekend to go hit the pool this weekend for sure.
Yeah, the pool in our neighborhood is open, and haven't been to it yet because it was shut down for so long because of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how crazy that place is on the weekend, but I'm thinking about checking it out.
Saturday, it's going to be 75.
Not on Saturday.
Yeah, but Sunday, it's high at 81. Monday's 88. Tuesday's 90. And there's no rain in the forecast.
Maybe I'll just go Tuesday after work because nobody will be there then.
Actually, kind of, my wife and I have been talking about going to Tybee. I just want to go out there and just, I don't know, drink some pina coladas.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Let's see. Amazon put out that Tom Clancy movie. Oh, yeah, they did. The Without Remorse. Cool. Starring Michael B. Jordan. Got the above ground Walmart special pool. I can't in-ground it because of the septic field. Ooh.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
That would be an issue. But it sounds like you can build a shit wall like that guy we talked about earlier in the show. I can build a shit wall from all the way to the horizon, all the way to here.
All right, we'll get about 2 minutes.
Oh, I'm also going to be watching the NFL draft this weekend. What am I thinking?
Yeah.
I'm going to watch a shit ton of NFL draft.
Talk about the first round coming up here in a bit. Talk about Aaron Rodgers in there as well.
Jeremy says maybe monster trucks tonight, chill, and then rest Saturday and fishing on Tybee on Sunday. That sounds like a good weekend to me, man. If people have septic systems, you can always tell where the septic water drains out to their yard. The darkest, greenest grass goes there the fastest. There you go. I'm not a septic master like you, Gibby, but maybe one day. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm always full of shit, but... Yeah, Justin Fields to the Bears. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of surprised by that too yesterday. I mean, I kind of thought there was a chance of it happening. I'm glad they pulled the trigger on it. I'm not happy with the compensation. But once again, it's a future Bears problem. Technically, the only thing we gave up was a 5th-round pick for this year's draft, so I feel pretty good about it.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out. Happy Friday. Be sure to get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All right, so Memorial Day is about a month out, and that's kind of like the unofficial start to summer.
That's right.
Let's be honest, last summer, a little rough.
Why? What happened? What happened? What was going on?
I think...
Pulled your hammy?
If I remember correctly... There may have been a pandemic. I don't remember. I mean, everything's back to normal now.
Yeah, I remember.
So it's in the past.
Hey, the Braves ballpark is opening up to 100% capacity next Friday.
That's
so
true.
The world is healing.
So everybody's looking to make this summer count since last didn't necessarily get the job done. So we've got the top 10 summer activities that families are planning on doing this year. Number 1, I didn't do this at all last year. And I think I got to change that. That's a beach day.
I think I did go to the beach on Memorial Day last year. Yeah, I remember everyone having a not so great reaction to the beaches being absolutely packed. I think it was on Memorial Day or maybe it was 4th of July, but
something like that.
I definitely went to the beach last year.
Yeah, I miss it. I mean, when we lived out on Wilmington, we went out to Tybee all the time. And that was especially when we first moved out there. And then as you know, you're there for a few years. You're like, it's just not worth the hassle. But I miss the beach, man. It's something definitely I'm looking into doing this year. Number 2, barbecues.
You can do that anytime.
Yeah, I agree. There's a couple on this list that I'm like, it's kind of weird that it's up so high. Barbecues is one of them.
I actually broke down the list, and I think 9 out of 10 things you can directly do on Tybee.
I mean, honestly, there's so much you could do on Tybee.
Yeah.
Going camping is number 3 on this list.
Can you camp on Tybee? Is there like a beach camping section that you could go?
I have no idea.
That's like the one thing I wasn't sure about.
Now, see, going camping on this list, this high on this list anyway, is that people who actually camp or people who just think they want to camp?
Exactly. Dude, my wife, she has told me for years that she's like, I'm a camper. I love camping. And then like every chance we have, she's like, yeah, I don't really want to. And then she blames it on me. But I bought like hundreds of dollars of camping stuff. I have a plastic tote at our house that has like lanterns, a tent that we've never used, sleeping bags, like everything that one could probably want for a camping trip. It's in a plastic tote that's never been used, that's been sitting in my garage for at least 7 years.
Because that just seems like one of those activities that you really want to do, like your wife.
Yeah.
Best of intentions.
Dude, the idea sounds amazing, right?
Yeah,
the execution where you're like, I don't have any of the stuff I usually have. Oh, that sucks. I don't want to do that.
All right, number 4 on this list of the top 10 things people are planning on doing this summer is pool day. Nice, simple pool day, man. Nothing wrong with that.
Probably going to do it this weekend.
I mean, you sit by the pool, you got a nice little cocktail or adult beverage. That's a good day. Number 5, visiting relatives.
Pass. Hard pass.
Now, my wife and kids go to Illinois every year, and they're going to try to make it up again this year. I don't go unless I have to. Not to be rude to anybody, but I mean, unless it's necessary, I'm not going. I'm not, and I know it sounds horrible, but it's like we're only going for a week. It's just to say hi to everybody. I only got so many days off. Illinois is not how I want to spend it.
No, visiting relatives definitely can be a outside of summer activity.
Now, number 6, maybe this is what you and the wife could do: camping in the backyard.
Yes, my bed's like 5 feet away. Why would I do that? That just seems ridiculous.
Number 7, a good old-fashioned road trip, man.
Every 2 weeks, I need to get the hell out of here.
You do take lots of road trips.
I just love not being here sometimes.
Number 8, a movie night. Once again, something you can do anytime.
Yeah.
Does it need to be summer?
It just makes me think that everyone who responds to this survey is the most boring person in the history of ever.
They ran out of things to do.
Right.
Number 9, water games like squirt guns and water balloons. Love a good water balloon fight.
Hey, you can do that on Tybee.
Yes.
Beach Bum Parade.
Well, it's not happening this year.
Oh, it's not?
It is. At least the last post I saw, it was not happening this year.
That sucks.
I know it does. And number 10, game nights. Once again, you can do that anytime. It doesn't have to be summer. Stupid.
Yeah, there you go.
Stupid. What do you plan on doing this summer?
Actually, I have a trip planned in July, going to Tennessee up to Chattanooga to hike for a few days with the pups. And then I have some friends coming down from Illinois. We're all meeting in Nashville.
Okay.
And I'm just going to get wrecked for like 3 days in a row. So that's my summer vacation.
This summer is going to be a weird summer for us because both of my kids, as of August, will be college students.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be the last summer we not that we won't get together and do things over the summer, not that my kids won't come back, over the summer. Oh, my oldest won't because got an apartment now. Mm-hmm. So this could be the last full-on family summer vacation we could take.
Griswold style vacation.
It's going to get stupid.
Hit up a theme park.
We talked about it because we've never actually gone to Universal. So we thought maybe this is the year we finally just even for like 3 days. Go down to Universal, do all the Harry Potter stuff, just to hang out and have a good time.
Right. I mean, you could probably do Universal in less than 3 days. You probably do it in 2.
Yeah, no, that's true. I just have a feeling, though, because this being the potential last all of us family vacation, my wife will probably cry the entire time. Yeah. I think she's going to have a very hard time with this.
Get her loaded. Yeah, just get her absolutely wasted drunk.
Can you
the
get
entire time.
alcoholic butterbeer?
I'm sure there's a way around it. Just bring in little airplane bottles of liquor to stuff them down your pants.
That won't look awkward when I go to retrieve those at all.
Well, you're acting like you've never stuffed down anything down your pants before. You do it on the daily. Put socks down
there all day long.
Yeah.
All right, coming up at the top of the hour, we're going to talk round 1 of the NFL draft. Details coming up. This is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Fanny pack. Dude, Cotter needs a fanny pack. I think he'd fucking rock a fanny pack. You can camp on Tybee. There you go. Thanks, Wanda. It's not part of my summer vacation, or at least not yet, but I plan on heading to Vegas and wrapping up my my sleeve. So that's also on the list.
Yeah, I don't know. So summer's like crazy for us. So the wife is done at the end of May for school. So in June, and she applied for some sort of program to work over the summer, kind of through the school district. Mm-hmm. So there's potentially that. Her sister and a friend are coming down in June. Got to go to Arkansas in June for freshman orientation from a kid. Mm-hmm. Want to get to Illinois sometime. Both of the kids are hopefully going to be working. And then my wife goes back at the end of July. So we don't know where and or when we're going to take this vacation. We got to try to cram it in there somehow, and we don't know how yet.
And when does your kid officially go to college in Arkansas?
August. Both of them will go in August.
Okay.
But my wife is back in school the last week of July.
Sounds like you're going early July.
We're going to have to. Sorry, I got to help Monty Jet out for a second here.
What's Monty doing?
He needs remote numbers for today, so I'm just going to grab them for him and send them over. I'm guessing Monty's doing the rewind remote.
Correct, yeah. There is the 2021 Palmetto Annual Electric Meeting happening this weekend. He is broadcasting live from, I think it's 10 to noon today.
It looks, according to these numbers, it might be 11 to 1.
Quite possibly. Let me check.
That's when they're...
Yeah, it's 11 to 1.
Okay, good. It's like I can move them if I need to.
Yep, 11 to 1. And our third favorite sales manager, Mike Williams, is setting up the remote. Thanks, Mike. I set him up with all of his gear yesterday. At least I think I set him up with most everything. Hopefully they'll figure it out. They're two grown men.
They'll be good. Monty's been doing this long enough. He knows what to do.
You would think. But I'm sitting with Mike, so could be bad.
Look, kids, Big Ben. Yeah, dude. What a horrible movie. But one of the lines, probably the most quoted movie line I use. Big Ben, Parliament. Big Ben, Parliament. And the movie is garbage.
Is that European Vacation?
Yeah, it's European Vacation. I mean, it's one of those movies where there are it's more about moments to where the movie as the whole is like but there are moments in that movie. I mean, every time Eric Idle from Monty Python comes in and is getting abused is fantastic. The Big Ben Parliament scene is fantastic, but as a movie as a whole, not so much.
Oh, I'm going to Halloween Horror Nights this year, speaking of Universal. Getting back.
Agreed 100%. Christmas Vacation, the most superior of the vacation movies. Though the original is a classic, and I love it. But the Christmas Vacation one is just nailed it, spot on.
Oh, I watch it like once or twice a year.
Oh, yeah.
Generally on the same exact day, I'll watch it like twice in a row.
Yeah, it's a must. We watch that one every year. It's about the only... I just think that's really the only holiday thing I'll watch every year anymore. I mean, I do like what's the other one? Scrooged, the Bill Murray movie. But it's not a must.
Be right back.
All right. Fanny packs that look like beer bellies. I already got a beer belly though. It should look like a bigger beer belly. Guys, thank you guys for hanging out again. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. We're going to talk NFL draft top of the hour. We've got Fire Away Friday coming up here in a bit as well. Got to talk Aaron Rodgers. The reboot of Vacation is hard to watch. Yeah, I actually saw that in the movie theater, and it was one of those things to where, once again, moments, there's things that you laugh about, but as a whole, the whole movie, yeah, it was bizarre. I did like the fact that they had like different pictures of Rusty in the house. I think they did that. If not, they should have. It's a dad bod. It's totally a dad bod. Okay, so Highly Suspect coming up next. Where are we at here? Oh, I didn't move that. Okay, sorry. There was a moment of panic there for a second, guys. I'm like, what the heck's going on? Much better. There we go. Never mind. I was messing with the music log, and I forgot to move something back up, so I'm like, we're missing a song. Oh, wow. Plan on keeping today nice and simple. I did not. So the ongoing saga that is my car, I got home yesterday, picked up my kid at school at 1:30, drove home. Check engine light came back on yesterday, and it was driving okay. But yesterday on the way home, driving super rough. I mean, well, not super rough, but I mean, it was a noticeable difference. So I get home, and then I'm sitting there going, because the plan was to drive, just sleep and then go to the show last night. But I'm like, if I drive in the morning, until like this morning, driving to work and my car breaks down, I'm screwed. So I'm like going back into work. So I came back into work, dropped off my car last night. Don't know what's wrong with it or how much I'm going to have to spend on it this time, but I've already spent way too much, and it's really frustrating. Yeah, hope they get a handle on it too. It's the same issue every day or every time I take it in, but whatever. I'm used to it at this point in time. We've talked about just trading it in and getting something new, but I'm still paying for it. So I don't know. We'll see. So nice and easy today. Nice and easy today. All right, so NFL draft, then we've got trivia, and then Logan from Sycamore Brewing's in. Beer for breakfast, of course, brought to you by Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt. Was just out at Coach's the other day. Let me see what they've got going on this weekend for live music. They've been killing it with live music, man. Killing it. All right, so we've got Junkyard Angel tonight. Junkyard Angel. I've never seen them live, but I have heard good things. And then Harvest Moon on Saturday. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's a Neil Young tribute. That's cool. Harvest Moon. Neil Young. That's Friday. That's Saturday. And then, if something on Sunday, the Savannah Singer-Songwriter Series. Savannah. All right. Oh, cool. They got all kinds of stuff going on. Perfect. All right. So after this song, we've got some Metallica, and then we'll hop in and we'll talk NFL draft. All right. So Sycamore Brewing out of, we're looking at Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's see. What kind of beer do they got? Started in 2003. There's the Mountain Candy. Motel Moments Milkshake IPA. Sticky Crystals Hazy IPA. Dime Bag Triple IPA. Stout Juiciness. Yeah, IPAs are their thing, man. Damn. Little IPA. Craft Lager with lime. Southern Blonde Ale. They got some seltzers. Brute Cider. Oh, man. They got all kinds of stuff, man. Okay, yeah, no, I've seen that logo. I have had a beer from them. I couldn't tell you what it is right now, but I've had something. All right, that'll be fun. Logan's coming in, drinking some beer. It's Friday. Why not? Ooh. All right, 2 more hours to go. Flying by as always. Flying by. All right.
Ooh. Chile.
You could be driving a Honda. Yeah. I don't even care at this point in time. I mean, what it is. I just don't want to have issues.
Oh, with your car?
Yeah.
Do you just fucking burn your car to the ground?
Yeah.
See how depressed you just got?
Well,
yeah, man.
It sucks so much, man. It's like, I know I had that red piece of crap for years, the Alero. It didn't have air, the whole time I lived here. But it never gave me issues like this.
Mm-hmm.
It never. I mean, until the end. Shoot, my wife's car. She's had that for 13 years, 14 years, and it's still better off than mine is. And that's the biggest one of my biggest things about not wanting to trade something in and get something new. My wife was supposed to get the next new car,
right.
A newer car, and I feel bad because she'll keep having hers if I have to trade mine in. We'll see. I don't know.
Doesn't mean you both can't upgrade. I mean, one just upgrades to like a more of a newer car, and the other one just kind of gets a cheaper beater that can be paid off pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's true. We'll see. My wife's got a Toyota. Yeah, mine's a Chevy Equinox.
Red says, "Leave that bitch on Waters Avenue with the keys in it." That's actually a good idea. Or you could take hers and she gets the next car. Shut up, Greg. Shut up.
Yeah, no.
What kind of opinion is that? A terrible one. No, trust me. If you saw Cotter's last car, you're like, that dude deserves a nice car for a while.
The fact that there's no air conditioning in it was enough for me. And it's like it was so expensive to get fixed. I just could never. And we were in a much different spot financially 10 years ago, or whatever, than we were now. Because now I probably would have gotten it fixed. But, it's like then I could not afford to get it fixed.
So I've been rocking my I've been rocking this credit card, like paying it off like hundreds of dollars at a time. And I think I'm down like $1,300 left on it. My credit card credit score jumped up like 30 points over the last month because of that payoff. It's ridiculous.
It's like, so we thought buying, because we bought a house in 19. So we thought buying the house, score would go down a little bit. We got more debt. We are like 10 points away from perfect. And I'm like, how is this possible? We got a car, we got the house, but our credit score is stupid high.
Yeah, I refinanced my house and my credit score went down for a minute, but now it's up to 773.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I don't get it, but cool. I'll take it. They just keep wanting to send us money or, charge more money.
Tim says I got my second COVID shot yesterday. I feel like I've been hit by a bus. Ooh. Oh, speaking of, someone just showed up. Stacy. Maybe it was Stacy.
I don't know. It would be my guess.
Yeah, I'm guessing Aaron's not showing up today, is he?
I don't know. I think so.
He didn't show up yesterday, right?
He got the COVID shot yesterday.
Yeah.
And I think he's showing up today.
Well,
I don't know. Aaron, if you're still around, he's showing up today?
Yeah. Well, he didn't say anything, so people are going to show up today, unlike yesterday. So
I know, right?
I'm at a point with certain employees that work here that I don't know if they technically work here anymore.
That's fair. I think that's very fair. Got about a minute, guys. Clay Marine, what's going on, man?
I still got emails from people.
but I don't see them.
You don't really see them.
Do you want to start with the Aaron Rodgers story?
Yeah, let's start with A-Raj. I saw there was a tweet from Adrian Amos, which is kind of interesting.
What was that?
So it was pretty much kind of slightly debunking the story.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can run down details about it, and then if you wanted to read that, or we can run down details and then throw it all out. All right, guys. Be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget, get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. You can always listen to the show on the Rock 1061 app. Download it for free. Get us in your in-home smart speaker or the website. It is rock1061.com. So before we dive into round number one of the NFL draft, let's talk Aaron Rodgers not being happy with the Packers. According to a report from Adam Schefter, he tweeted out, Rodgers is so disgruntled with the Packers, he told some within the organization he does not want to return to the team.
So I just read a quote from John Lynch. He's the general manager of the San Fran 49ers. And before they made that big trade to go up to the number 3 slot and pick up Trey Lance last night in the NFL draft, apparently people in the inner circles of the NFL knew Aaron Rodgers wanted out. Now, the 49ers called the Green Bay Packers, and it said it took about 30 seconds of the conversation to find out that Aaron Rodgers was not available, at least for the Packers.
Yeah, so and that doesn't surprise me. The Packers don't want to get rid of him. I mean, I read somewhere that the GM, team president, the coach were all flown out to his house on separate occasions just to talk to the guy. Now, the report I read, Rodgers and the Packers are negotiating a long-term extension, and Rodgers is unhappy with how it's going. They reportedly want to restructure around short-term deals. Rodgers is looking for something a little bit bigger.
He's one of the best quarterbacks of all time. And that hurts me to say as a Chicago Bears fan, like, how do you even think about getting rid of him? But also, if he pulls the Deshaun Watson card, minus the allegations that Watson's going through, if he actually just says, you know what, I'm not playing for you ever again, I'm over it, trade me or else, they're going to have to start looking into it, especially if he doesn't show up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What are the chances that Rodgers actually goes, no, I'm sitting out?
Well, there's a good chance Aaron Rodgers may become the new host of Jeopardy. Now, I know that sounds far-fetched, but apparently he did so good. People really enjoyed him, and everyone at Jeopardy really enjoyed him hosting. So there's an opportunity. He could be hosting Jeopardy and also playing quarterback for the Packers, and that would make it a lot easier if he played for like a West Coast team as opposed to playing for nowhere, Wisconsin, the Packers. So makes a lot of sense if he does want to get out of there.
As a Bears fan, do you want him out?
As a Bears fan, here's what I will say about Aaron Rodgers. He's so good at Jeopardy. Like, he is probably the best. He was the best host ever, I think, outside of Alex Trebek.
Right.
He's the best host I've ever seen play Jeopardy. I think he should definitely host Jeopardy on more of a full-time basis. Like, I'm very, very proud of him, and his work in the NFL has been extraordinary to this point. But you know what? He should probably venture out and try new things.
Right.
Maybe definitely outside of the NFC North. And that's what I will say about Aaron Rodgers.
He's gonna play. He's gonna play this upcoming season.
Well, yeah, because you know what's awesome? $35 million.
Money. Yeah,
money's awesome.
All the money. All right, the NFL draft round 1 went down last night, and I don't think anybody's shocked. Number 1 pick, Trevor Lawrence, going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. How much better is that team with that 1 pick?
I don't know. It's the Jags.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I think it's a fair question. What's going to happen to this team?
Good things? That's what you think. I mean, the Jags also had a 2nd pick in the first round. They picked up Travis I don't even know how to say his name. He's the Clemson running back. So essentially, the Jags have drafted Clemson football as their entire team for next year. It should be interesting to see how Jacksonville does this upcoming season, especially with Trevor Lawrence, especially with Urban Meyer as the coach. Everything seems to be going the right way. I just don't know.
And with the pick of both Lawrence and the running back out of Clemson, the first time for a quarterback and running back duo from the same college to get selected in the first round of the draft. First time it ever happened. That's just kind of interesting stuff.
First for everything. But yeah, with that first pick and the 25th pick for the Jags, I mean, they definitely become a better team. But I mean, the Jacksonville Jags had a really good running back last year, Robinson. I mean, people picked him up on the fantasy wires and freaked out because he did amazing. Did they really need another running back? Don't you think they kind of could have got like a wide receiver or something? But you think that would be the obvious thing. But good for the Jags, man. I hope they're much better because if they're better, the NFL's better for it.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's true. Now, it was a big quarterback first round. 5 quarterbacks were taken in the first round. It's the 6th consecutive year that at least 3 quarterbacks have been selected in the first round. Mm-hmm. It was a massive quarterback draft.
Yeah, you got Zach Wilson going to the Jets. You got Trey Lance getting picked up by the 49ers. And then the Bears made that huge move from 20 to 11. They gave up a 5th rounder this year, gave up their first in this year's draft and next year's draft, and a 4th rounder next year. They traded away a lot to get Justin Fields, the quarterback from Ohio State. Now, there is a history of Big Ten quarterbacks not doing great in the NFL. I've heard it, trust me, from all of you. But I'm just going to cross my fingers, and I'm going to have just that little bit of hope. I'm not going to buy into it. I'm not going to buy into the hype because I bought into the Jay Cutler hype, and I bought into the Mitch Trubisky hype. I'm not going to fall into that trap. I'm going to say Justin Fields seems like a very good player, and I hope him very well in his Chicago Bears career.
Now, you actually predicted this, not the pick, but what the Bears would do to pick a quarterback. You said yesterday that they would, give away a bunch of draft picks. They would come in, they would get a quarterback that would just crush my dreams.
Yeah. And that's
kind of what happened.
Probably what's going to happen. Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a more in-depth look at the round number 1 of the NFL draft coming up next. Let's get to the offspring. Let the bad times roll. Rock 106.1.
All right, guys. Lots of fun on the chat while we were talking about the NFL. My credit score got down to around Andy Dalton's career completion percentage, but it's back to mid-700s now. All right, you son of a bitch, Charles. Thanks for bringing that up. I didn't realize this. Darius Rucker was at Trevor Lawrence's draft party last night, just hanging out in his kitchen.
Interesting.
I didn't see that. That's fun. I mean, I did miss the first couple picks of the draft last night. Wife's birthday is today. She's 47. I gave her a baby. Sick present, bro.
Happy birthday.
It's Charles' daughter. Emmy, happy fucking birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Justin Fields will fall under the pressure. Dude, why did you have to say that, man? What the fuck, dude?
You know it.
A Raven Don, dude, I thought we were friends, man. Why the fuck you got to say that out loud? Jags, T. Lawrence, and 2 good backs. They're going to be RPO everyone to death, probably. Darius Rucker is a Gamecock fan. Well, that was probably awkward that he was at the Trevor Lawrence's draft party then. He probably just paid him to be there. Will you do a private concert for us? I don't know if you saw this, but like all 5 of the first-round quarterbacks signed a deal with Bose headphones.
Okay.
Bose. I don't know. They haven't sponsored me, so I don't care. They signed a deal with that, and I think all 5 of them signed with like pistachios. So like it was weird that they all have signed endorsement deals with both those brands. Cotter is my friend, Marshall. Well, we are working on it. All right. I see where we are. Fucking dead to me.
90 seconds, guys. Talk about Pitts.
Yeah, I want to talk about Atlanta, Kyle Pitts. Sorry, not Kylie. That's another person. Kyle Pitts. Want to talk about the Steelers picking that first running back in the... is that the first running back? Yeah, it was first running back.
Yeah.
You can talk about the Patriots picking up Mac Jones.
Yeah.
And then the only Georgia player that I saw coming out of the first round was Eric Stokes, Green Bay.
There's the local guy, too.
Oh, yeah, the local guy.
Jamin
Davis. Yeah.
Down with team slanging and banging. There you go.
Dead to me. Until after tomorrow, then we can be friends. All right, guys, coming up here in, 40-ish minutes, our close personal friend, Logan from Sycamore Brewing will be here. And we're going to drink some fucking beers, man.
I'm going to start with Fire Away Friday real quick and just, hey, you can go vote now.
Heard.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Before we get back to the NFL draft, just a reminder, today is Fire Away Friday. You still have time to vote. The Rock 106.1 Facebook page. Today, it's 3 songs from 2004. That is the year we are highlighting this weekend for our 20th anniversary weekend. You've got Velvet Revolver's Slither. You got Franz Ferdinand, Take Me Out, or Slipknot Duality, which is the front runner right now. Want to change that? Got a few more minutes. Get over to the Rock 106.1 Facebook page and vote for Fire Away Friday. All right, back to the NFL draft. We got to talk Falcons. They select Kyle Pitts, the Florida tight end, and he's the highest drafted tight end basically in the history of the draft.
He's probably, people are calling him the most impressive athlete in the NFL draft this year. I really thought the Atlanta Falcons were going to trade that pick because quarterbacks were so hot at that point. But, I mean, stick it in there, getting a great tight end like Kyle Pitts only bodes well for the Falcons. I mean, they've obviously committed to Matt Ryan, at least for a couple more years, playing quarterback for the team. So I think this is a good move. They just have to do something for the defense. The defense for the Falcons, I mean, we can all say it out loud, has sucked out loud for the last few years. They need to fix that damn defense. And now they have Kyle Pitts on the offensive side to go with Julio Jones,
right?
Calvin Ridley, and the rest of the guys. Team looks good. I think the team looks good. I think there's a chance the team could really be turned around with the new coaching staff.
Yesterday on the show, we had the big guy on to break down the draft, and he brought up the guy from Kentucky, Jamin Davis, local guy. Mm-hmm. He got drafted in the first round.
Yeah, from Long County. Like he got picked up by the Washington football team. I think that's a great pick. I mean, that defense, the Washington football team defense is ridiculous. They had the number 1 guy last year. So this looks good for them. Let's talk about the Heisman winner, Devontae Smith. The Eagles trade up to 10 with the Cowboys to pick up Devontae Smith, the Heisman winner out of Alabama at the number 10 pick.
Now, at 24, the Steelers picked, it was the first running back selected in the first round.
Yeah, Najee Harris from Alabama. So Alabama's had 10 first-round selections over the last 2 years. That's ridiculous.
How is that possible?
It is ridiculous. There hasn't been more first-round picks from any one school over like a 2-year time period ever, like what's been going on over at Alabama. Mac Jones. Have you seen the pictures of Mac Jones? There was some pictures that went viral of him like with no shirt on, like after winning the championship. He has a body like you and I.
Really? So you're saying we could be first-round quarterbacks?
Yeah, more like you than me. But just saying, like Mac Jones has the body of he looks like a bag of wet milk, or is there a bag of milk? But Mac Jones getting picked up by the Patriots. I just feel like the Patriots always know better than us. Like, we're always like, that guy seems okay. And they're like, actually, he's going to be the next Tom Brady. So I'm really worried about Mac Jones going to the Patriots.
Now, there's only one player from Georgia selected in the first round, went to 29th to the Packers.
The Packers, do they hate Aaron Rodgers? So out of the last 10 years, the Packers have chosen 9 defensive players, and then their only offensive player was a quarterback to replace Aaron Rodgers. The hell is wrong with the Packers?
Wonder why he's upset.
Jesus.
All right, there you go. Round number 1 of the NFL draft. It continues for the next 377 days.
Actually, that's not true. But tonight, it starts at 7 o'clock on ABC, ESPN, NFL Network, rounds 2 and 3. Then obviously all day Saturday, you could catch it on ESPN.
All right, don't forget it is Fire Away Friday. We're going to play your selection coming up next. It's either Velvet Revolver, Franz Ferdinand, or Slipknot. Vote now, Rock 1061 on Facebook.
People voted more for Duality on the stream.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's a no-brainer at this point.
Let's see. Duality, Damn Straight. I push my fingers into my eyes. Yeah, Duality has been the choice.
All right, we'll go with that. We can, before that, let's go ahead and hit on the axe throwing and and monster trucks again.
They're not called the Redskins anymore. They're called the Washington Football Team. Pretty much their sponsors and everything push back on the Redskins name. And they're going to probably announce the new name of the team officially next year. But this year and last year, they will be playing as the Washington Football Team. This morning show is fucking awesome compared to the former. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's the only thing that slowly stops the ache. Yes, that's more Slipknot. It's okay on the Alabama guys. They don't tend to make it long in the NFL. Yeah. I don't know, man. Anytime Bill Belichick puts his hands on an NFL player, I just feel like he knows something better than me. And of course, the Bears got Justin Fields at 11, and then the Patriots just stayed at 15 and got Mac Jones. And I'm like, if Mac Jones has a better career than Justin Fields, I'm gonna be so pissed. What up, Sean? How you doing, man? How's Minnesota doing? How's the weather?
Trivia.
Yes, we have to do trivia.
Yeah. Just trying to move everything around, music-wise. Perfect. Done. Moved.
Proud of you, man. Thanks for moving around music.
Mm.
All right, so we're going to talk about the remotes tomorrow, and then we're going to go into Fire Away Friday.
Yep.
Okay. And
Play
then
some Duality.
Trivia, cool.
Yep.
Dope. If Belichick is involved, cheats will be had. Oh, Minnesota. Sunny, going to be 81 tomorrow. Smoking a pork shoulder. Just finished rubbing it up. That's why I'm late to the stream.
Priorities. I get it.
Thanks for washing your hands, bro. I don't know. I'm trying to think of, I'm going to go have like dinner or lunch at somewhere I've never gone before. Like, that's been my new thing. I want to go to places I haven't been to in Savannah instead of the places I always go to.
I get that.
I kind of actually want to head over to the Bluffton Hilton Head area and check out like some good spots.
I still want to go to Aloha Owls.
Aloha Owls.
I think it's on Hilton Head. They do like the Poke Bowls, Poke Bowls. What are they called? Pokey? I don't know.
Aloha Owls. That's in Hilton Head. There it is.
Place sounds awesome.
It's got a 4.8 out of 5 on 204 Google reviews.
That's good.
Didn't want you guys to be on while I was rubbing my meat.
I don't know.
Probably make it better, honestly.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should have.
There's Don Machetes in
That's just like on the way to.
Yeah, it's technically in Hardyville, but
Yeah.
you have to drive through it. It has a very high rating as well. And also, and I know it sounds sketchy as shit, but there is a new Mexican food restaurant that's inside of a gas station by the Tanger Outlets in Pooler that looks outstanding.
Right.
And I've been kind of wanting to go there, but I've been slightly afraid to.
I mean, we went to, what's the Cuban place? Cuban Cafe?
Oh, the Cuba Window Cafe?
That's at a gas station.
No, but I mean, it's next to a gas station. I
Well,
guess this
yeah.
Mexican food place is like inside of a gas
Okay.
station.
Hey, man. Go for it.
Hey, Sean, make sure to take some pictures of that meat while you're rubbing it.
Send it to us,
Yeah,
please.
just send it to us. No reason at all. Just need them. How much time we got?
3 minutes, 4 minutes.
Oh, cool. Let's go ahead and answer the internet, guys, while you guys are just hanging around with us. Thanks for hanging. We're playing trivia here in just a few moments. We're playing Fire Away Friday song that you guys voted on, and then it's beer for breakfast time, which we're very excited about.
Yes.
I'll take some slow-mo videos. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I messaged them directly to me, once again, for no reason. Cotter, would you rather be bald by age 20 or 5'3" with a full head of hair? I swear to God, that's the question that just... Cotter, once again, your question, and man, this is obviously a tough one for you. Would you rather be bald by the age of 20 or 5'3" with a full head of hair?
I think we know the answer. Gonna go B.
Oh, that one hit home probably too quickly.
It's way too close.
88% of people chose baldness.
You know what? Knocking the short guy. That's all it is. Knocking the short guy.
Once again, would you rather be bald by the age of 20 or 5'3" with a full head of hair? You're 5'6".
I'm 5'7"-ish, 8,
7.5?
Yeah, we'll say 7.5.
Tell people 7.5.
5'8".
With shoes on or no?
5'8". I don't know. I'm probably shrinking at this point in time. Started that process in my life.
Right, yeah. Well, what's the age you start shrinking?
Time to Google.
Time for Marshall to Google something. What age do you start shrinking?
Obviously, I'd rather be bald. Bald is sexy. Charles.
Oh, shit. Dude, are you ready?
Yeah.
How long do you think you've been shrinking for?
Oh, am I already been? Have I started?
Oh, yeah, you started.
40. I'll say 5 years.
In fact, we begin shrinking as early as our 30s, according to some research.
Whoa.
Men can gradually lose an inch between the ages of 30 to 70.
I didn't need that.
You're shrinking right now. Maybe you're 5'6.5". I mean, I've been bald for so long, I really want some locks.
Gibby, I'll grow mine out. Make a donation.
Locks of love for Gib. Marshall needs a theme song for when he hits the Google. I actually like that idea. There's a bunch of royalty-free music that I found.
Oh yeah, we can play that on the stream.
I found a website that has a bunch of royalty-free music. I'll find a tune that matches.
There we go.
A lot of it's like electronic stuff, but I found the ukulele the other day, which I put underneath.
Yeah. Make love to the meat, nice and slow. No, I don't even mind being bald. I mean, I've shaved my head before, so I shaved my head. I think within the first when I moved here, I was shaving my head, or close to after when I moved here.
So you and I are part of a old school radio page, and someone tagged you in a picture. Did you see that yesterday?
No, the
WWCT page.
Oh no, I'll have to look.
So I forget his name. What was his nickname? Not Spanky.
Whiz Bang. There was Broken Home.
I don't remember. Anyway, he put up some pictures of him and Markley, and then there was a picture of you in the background, looking like
Oh, this was Markley's last day, maybe.
I don't think.
Oh, that was Lugnut.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Shit, that was Lugnut. Yeah. So the second picture, if you click on it real quick, the second picture, you're creeping in the fucking background.
Right there. Yeah.
It doesn't even look like you.
No. Yeah, no.
What were you doing there? You just watching? Were you overseeing like a fucking...
I don't remember what that...
Secret agent?
From the old studio on Scenic Drive. I don't know what was going on there. Hold on a second. We'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow we're throwing axes. Everybody is invited, whether you're on Team Cotter or Team Marshall or not. It doesn't matter because Urban Forest Axe House, downtown Savannah, plenty of lanes. Everybody can come in, throw axes.
So starting at 11 o'clock tomorrow, we're meeting up, Urban Forest Axe House, Jones Street, downtown Savannah. Team Marshall, Team Cotter. We're going against each other in a 4v4 NCAA-style bracket tournament. We have already chosen the games that we're playing.
Yeah.
And these people are going to battle each other until the very end for their chance to win free axe throwing for life. That means they get to throw 1 hour a week, per week, every single week of the year until they're dead, which is hopefully forever.
Hopefully it's a very long time.
Yeah, very long time.
Very long time. And then I will be celebrating my team's victory by going to the OSP and enjoying some monster trucks.
You know, I love the overconfidence. Keep it up.
No,
keep it up here because
I speak truth, Marshall. Truth.
Team Marshall, or as I like to call them, Team Slang and Banging. We're going to wreck shop tomorrow. I guarantee after the first round tomorrow, there won't be much of Team Cotter left. Maybe one. It's mostly going to be Team Marshall all the way.
I don't think it works that way, but
it does.
Sure.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, there's 4 Team Marshall guys,
right?
4 Team Cotter guys,
right?
We're going to go against each other, and if all of Team Marshall wins, that means there just won't be any Team Cotter guys left.
Are you changing the rules as we go?
There's no rules. That's just how it works.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's.
Do you know how a tournament works?
Something like that. All right. Okay. So that's tomorrow. And then monster trucks at the OSP. For more information and details about the monster trucks, hit us up online at rock1061.com. So we had our Fire Away Friday, 3 votes. 3 songs to vote for: Velvet Revolver, Slither, Franz Ferdinand, Take Me Out, or the obvious winner, Slipknot and Duality. It's Fire Away Friday. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061. There we go.
That's not how it works. But, I'm just going to say Team Marshall.
I was like, wait a second. I thought my team was going to get each other. Your team's going to get each other. Now I'm really confused.
Team Marshall, don't underestimate the power of the ginge. Thank you. There are no rules in axe throwing, says Sean.
Actually, there's a lot of rules.
Yeah. Number 1, you have to wear closed-toe shoes. That's just kind of the thing.
I get that.
And also no liquor. That could be also a thing. Someone's here because it sounds like someone just has COVID. All right, guys, I have a serious question. Anyone who lives in the area, has anyone been to Don Machete's Mexican restaurant in Hardyville? Because I'm looking at pictures and it's not selling me, but everyone reviews it and says it's good. I'm very nervous. Does look delicious. That picture looks delicious.
Don Machete's?
Yeah, that one not so much. That one definitely not so much. That one I'm very nervous about going to Don Machete's.
Is this pictures through Yelp or what are you doing?
These are pictures on their Facebook page.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's check them out.
No, Midwest Mandels for these crazy Northern Midwesters. There you go.
Tacos look all right?
Yeah, that's the thing. They look all right. And that's the issue. Their little empanada things look delicious. All right. Got
about a minute and a half.
Friday, and then we're doing trivia right after this.
Yeller.
Cool. Is that a chain? I think we have one here. Oh, shit. Is it? No way. It's in Hardyville. It seems like the last place there'd be a Don Machete restaurant. No, it's not. It's straight up. And it's an excellent name, too. It should be.
It is a good name.
It should be chained out.
The logo's fun.
Just do it. Live once for tacos. You have no idea how many times I've lived once for tacos and have regretted it. Yeah, I may have to go check them out.
Yeah, I think so.
What is the best Mexican food in our area, says Andrew Roberts. Been looking for a good one. I really enjoy Flaco's Tacos.
Yeah.
Just for like a quick kind of Mexican food experience. shit, when it comes to like sit down stuff, I don't know. Usually the best stuff is like the storefront, which is super sketchy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would say Flacco's probably, for the most part, is probably my favorite in the area. I'm definitely going to have to check out this Don Machete place, though.
All right, guys, be right back. Thanks for hanging out this morning. Happy Friday. All right. Are you ready for some Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery in Beaufort? I hope so.
I really hope so as well. So here's the deal. You'll win a $25 gift card to Southern Barrel Brewing Company just by playing. You don't have to beat us. You don't have to tie us. You don't have to even, lose to us. It doesn't matter as long as you call right now, 1-800-394-1061. And you're the first one through, we're going to hook you up with a $25 gift card to Southern Barrel Brewing Company just by playing a 7 questions, 60 seconds. Are you smarter than a community college dropout trivia?
It is brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery. And we've got it coming up next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Rock 106.1, who's this?
Dennis,
Dennis, what's going on?
not much. How you doing?
Good. Who do you want to take on this morning?
Cotter.
Oh, all right.
Oh, I just hit the mic stand. I was so excited. God damn.
All right, good luck, sir. Good luck.
All right, Dennis, 7 questions, 60 seconds. Very, very simple. You've played before with us, I think. So we are going to get started. Your time will begin after I ask the first question. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, so here we go. Tim Tebow is making a comeback at pro football, but he tried his hand at baseball for the last few years. What pro team was he signed to?
Jacksonville.
Incorrect. Question number 2. What fruit was referred to as the golden apple in Greek mythology?
Pear.
Incorrect. Question number 3. What working title for the movie Scream later named a hit 2000 film? Was it Scary Movie or Pitch Black?
Pitch Black.
Incorrect. Question number 4. What school did Kyle Pitts, the newest Atlanta Falcon, play for?
Florida.
Correct. Question number 5 is multiple choice. To what age did the U.S. state of Hawaii change the legal smoking age on January 1st, 2016? Was it 20, 21, or 25?
20.
Incorrect. Question number 6. The average adult human has 32 of what?
Repeat that.
The average adult human has 32 of what?
Teeth.
Correct. And question number 7. Whose jersey number 99 was retired by all teams in the NHL following his career retirement?
The great one, Wayne Gretzky.
Correct. All right, Dennis, you have gotten 3 out of 7 today. Cotter, you are good to go. Take those off. All right, so here we go, Cotter. Dennis got himself 3 out of 7 done today.
So he's giving me a chance.
Yeah, he's giving you a chance. I think you have an opportunity here.
I appreciate that.
So, Dennis, we're just going to pot you down for one quick second. Cotter, same rules apply. 7 questions, 60 seconds. You just got to do better than Dennis, who got 3 out of 7 correct.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
All right, your time will begin after I ask the first question. Tim Tebow is making a comeback at pro football, but he tried his hand at baseball for the last few years. What pro team was he signed to?
Mets.
That is correct. Question number 2. What fruit was referred to as the golden apple in Greek mythology?
A pear?
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Question number 3. What working title for the movie Scream was later named a hit 2000 film? Was it Scary Movie or Pitch Black?
Scary Movie.
That is correct. Question number 4. What school did Kyle Pitts, the newest Atlanta Falcon, play for?
Oh, you son of a bitch. I should know. Florida.
That is correct. Question number 5. To what age did the U.S. state of Hawaii change the legal smoking age on January 1st, 2016? It's multiple choice. Was it 20, 21, or 25?
21?
That is correct. Question number 6. The average adult human has 32 of what?
Teeth?
That is correct.
Oh.
Question number
there's more.
7.
I'm losing track.
Whose jersey number 99 was retired by all teams in the NHL following his career retirement?
Wayne Gretzky.
That is
the great
correct.
one.
All right, Cotter, you got 6 out of 7 today, taking Dennis down.
I was in a zone, Dennis, in a zone.
Yeah, I just wanted to pump you up for tomorrow when you take a devastating defeat.
Oh, my God. Now you're just coming back talking crap.
That's right.
I respect that, Dennis. I respect that.
Dennis is part of Team Marshall, a.k.a. Team Slangin' and Team Bangin'. We are definitely going to be taking down Team Cotter tomorrow. Very excited. Well, Dennis, thanks for calling in. You know what? I'll see you tomorrow. I will hand deliver your Southern Barrel Brewing $25 gift card to you directly.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Dennis. We'll see you tomorrow, man.
All right, let's go over correct answers real quick. If I could talk. Let's go over correct answers real quick. Tim Tebow is making a comeback at pro football, but he tried his hand at playing baseball the last few years. He was signed to the New York Mets. What fruit was referred to as a golden apple in Greek mythology? That would be an apricot.
Okay.
Question number 3, what working title for the movie Scream was later named a hit 2000 film? That would be Scary Movie. Kyle Pitts did play for Florida. The legal smoking age in Hawaii is now 21. Way back in 2016, they changed that law. The average adult human has 32 teeth, and jersey number 99 was retired by all teams in the NHL following Wayne Gretzky's retirement.
All right, we're back Monday around 8:30. More Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia, brought to you by Rotten Little Bastard Distillery in Buford. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
All right, guys, we're going to take a small break from audio on the chat. Cotter's going to edit that up. I'll be on the chat kind of throwing out records and stuff, and then we'll see you in like 3 minutes.
All right, be right back.
Perfect. Cool. Back on the stream. You got that? Got that on right in time, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I was looking at movies that are coming out this weekend, and there is a big pile of nothing.
Yeah, I mean, nothing got made for a year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little sketchy here, I think, every now and then.
Yeah, I think the biggest movies of the weekend are Tom Clancy's Without Remorse with Michael B. Jordan. You can actually catch that on Amazon Prime. Mortal Kombat, obviously, from last weekend. If you haven't caught that yet, shame on you. Excellent film. Check that out. And there is a horror film called The Unholy that I kind of want to check out. I think it's been out for a little bit. It's gotten some pretty bad scores, though. Like 36% on a Metacritic. Oh, there's actually a new horror film called In the Earth that has got some excellent reviews. If you're a horror movie fan,
Right.
I think it's, let's see, it's gotten 5.7 out of 10 on IMDb, 75% on Rotten Tomatoes, 60% on Metacritic, which for a horror movie is good.
That's good. What's it called?
In the Earth.
Okay.
Google users, 47% of Google users have liked it. I think I may watch that this weekend. I actually may watch that tonight.
What's it on?
I don't know. I'm actually looking it up
Okay.
right now.
In the Earth.
Let's see. That's cool. That's good. Hopefully, Cutter Marshall. Cool. Thank you for that bit of info. That we have insurance at DBC. You're welcome. Are you planning on hurting me so I have to use it?
Oh, sounds interesting. As the world searches for a cure to a devastating virus, a scientist and Park Scout venture deep into the woods. As night falls, their journey becomes a terrifying voyage to the heart of darkness as the forest comes to life around them.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds kind of cool.
That's it. What's up, Wilborn? Oh, Logan, what's up, man?
What's going on, guys?
How's it
I didn't realize
going?
You're outside, man.
Whoa. Come on in. Good to see you both, man.
How's it going?
Hey, how are you? Nice to meet
Good.
you, man.
Nice to meet you. Have a seat.
I brought you guys a gift. I
Love
heard we got
that.
Some IPA lovers in here.
We do.
Hell yeah.
We do. Thank you, sir.
How's everything?
Everything is well, man. Just been staying super busy, which is been awesome. Problem to have. Would you guys like for me to go ahead and keep the beers in the cold box?
Yeah, just leave them there and sit down and we'll hang out, man.
Perfect, man. Sounds good.
So right now we're just playing back. We do trivia at the end of the 8 o'clock hour called "Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout?" Trivia.
Okay.
So today people were not. Cotter won.
Yeah.
Yeah, after that we just we chill out and then we come right into you.
Right on.
What's your official title?
I'm the regional sales manager
Okay.
of mostly South Carolina, everything outside of Rock Hill and Fort Mill, and a small portion of Georgia as well, Savannah.
Okay. Perfect.
So boom, here we'll do this.
I tend to have a little bit louder of a voice.
Okay, we noticed.
Just okay,
It's all good.
I figured you guys would be able to make those adjustments.
Fill the room.
Definitely. Oh man. So last time I saw you was in January, I think. You were at the draft room at Berwick.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We did a fun tap takeover over there, and had a great response to the brand. We're still relatively new in this side of town, so just trying to log in as many promotional events as we possibly can, just to kind of get some chatter and the word out to as many people as possible. Yeah.
Nice. What do you do when you're not doing beer stuff? Like, what's your deal? What do you do, man?
I only do beer stuff. No. The wife and I, we just moved back to our hometown, so we're really spending a lot of time doing some family stuff, on that kind of scene, catching up with some old friends.
Right.
We live in a great lake community, so oftentimes we'll go out there. We've got a couple of rivers in Columbia, which is where we moved back to from Charleston.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, we've kind of, we like to take the dogs out on walks. We've got 2 boxers, and
nice.
yeah, so getting a little seasoned, so we like to take them out on as many walks as possible.
Right.
So it keeps me able to drink IPAs during the week also, doing those things.
Exactly.
Like that.
Yeah, my dog just blew out his knee. We think he blew out his knee. So my dog's 15 years old, and he just walked outside one day and his leg was up and it never went down. We're like, well, that's an issue. So we took him in. They're like, yeah, we think he essentially blew his ACL. So essentially he's out for the fantasy football season.
Oh man.
But we looked and it's dogs that age, you put them under, and some nice things or not so nice things could happen. So we're like,
right. It's a tough crossroad for sure.
yeah, we bought him a brace, but and he's been resting on it a lot these last few weeks, but he's been walking on it better. But I kind of, a little piece of me think he's faking it.
Yeah.
So like
just to try to milk it a little bit.
Right. Yeah. So the other day,
More milk bone treats throughout the week from Dad.
yeah. So I'm sitting in my my bathroom off my master bedroom, and he comes in and he's just like, "What's going on?" I'm like, kick brakes, man. I'm just brushing my teeth. I go back in the living room, and he's like, all right. And he like hops on like his 3 good legs, and then he gets right to the door, and then he puts that leg down and just walks away normal. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
That's too funny, man. That's too funny.
I think I don't know.
He's messing with
Is he faking
They
it?
outsmart us often, way more often than we suspect.
Yeah, I think dogs just straight up lie to us, man. Like seriously, I think he's fucking with me. I think
We've been giving our dog these not CBD, but kind of like these hemp coated treats that got like egg whites in it, or something like egg yolks in it, and a combination of some other stuff that is supposed to help their joints and whatnot. So
yeah, that's the first thing when he hurt his leg or hurt his knee. My wife was like, buy him the glucosamine treats, and I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I found out they're like $40 for like a little thing of them. I'm like, cool, I'll do that, I guess.
We've been doing the whole Chewy scene for the last several months, and I can't, not to knock those guys, but every once in a while we'll have like double or even triple the amount of stuff that we order. We're like, all right, I guess we're good to go for another 3 months. Rock and roll.
Yeah, and like that's the same thing. Anytime you do like those subscription based services, like I didn't even realize it. Like I was part of the Dollar Shave Club, and I always generally have this beard or whatever.
You're part of the Dollar Shave Club.
Yeah, I know. And just
he shaves his back all the time.
Yeah,
it's a freaking carpet back there.
It's not the face we're dealing with here, my friend.
I'm telling you straight up. Like I didn't even realize it. I got like 3 years worth of razor blades sitting in my house right now. I finally unsubscribed myself from it. It's just obviously a big issue for me.
I think 10 years ago in my early 20s when beef jerky and razor blades were just too expensive to buy. It was just like that's when I decided just to go for it. It was some money.
It was a rough scene back then. Now suddenly they're cheap as hell.
I'm telling you, man, everybody's got them.
What is everyone saying? Possibly. I have no idea what's going on the stream right now. But yeah,
they're off on their own.
They're talking about insurance. I think they're talking about killing us and getting insurance money.
We're not worth anything, guys. I'm so sorry.
Not with our
You don't
insurance.
have any extra little bottles of water?
Yeah, let me grab.
you.
You want cold, warm?
Yeah, warm's fine.
Cool.
You want to grab glasses too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is for you guys just to take home.
Thanks,
I just
man.
thought this as kind of like a gift. It's in full disclosure, it did drop out yesterday, but all the liquid's still good.
We'll still drink them.
Right on.
We're easy.
Man, I love your tattoos. You gonna
Thank you. Yeah, most of them. I got like the leg and this arm, my thigh. Yeah, I guess pretty much all of it.
I just got the thigh done.
Okay.
That was probably my easiest one. I felt.
Yeah.
Got the full chest piece and both half sleeves over here.
The chest was the worst.
The middle.
Fucking horrible.
Oh my god, I was like this the whole time.
I thought they were. I mean, I thought like around. I'm like, you're ripping my fucking nipple off right now.
I thought that for certain.
Why? Do you want that? What's going on? No, the chest was about the only time I almost had to be like, stop.
I swole up.
Yeah,
I've never swollen badly in a tattoo before, and I always prepare well. I stay dry a couple days out, and I don't take anything before going in. I like to have the experience like in the zone.
Yeah.
And, I'm telling you, man, this guy. I knew he was heavy-handed, but I was. I'm not a tough guy, but I've got enough tattoos where I was like, I can take it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, man, I was wrong.
Yeah, I'm actually going back in Thursday next week. I'm gonna get my this leg done.
Cool. I've been itching. I've been itching for sure.
Yeah, I had this. I just got this arm covered up, so it was kind of not something I was happy with. So I got that finished. Took a little bit of time off, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go back in. So
yeah, I like to get my work done in the cooler months so I can heal, and by the time summer goes, you can just slap some sunscreen on. You don't have to worry about it too much.
That makes sense. But yeah, no. Last time I got my leg done, it was just one big piece. It swelled up so bad. I mean, it was just this whole one went down.
Would you go was that 3 sessions or so too?
It was a couple.
I was about to say at least 2 or 3. Yeah.
Because I mean, I was getting them done. We had a connection to the radio station at the time, so I was only going in for like 2 hours at a pop.
Sure.
Just little quick things in between.
Sometimes those are the best, man.
I know.
Saves a little coin, and
Yeah.
it kind of gets you to the next one.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it.
All right. Yeah, we still got about 8 minutes.
Charles, I'll take care of you, man. I'll hook you up with some of those extra blades I got. Yeah, I've got way too many. Said he could take a break from the Kroger brand twin blades he's been using.
Yeah, those are not good. Caught her an easy cheap date.
Man, Kroger can make just about anything, I feel like. You can wander down those aisles and find anything Kroger brand.
Truth.
Quick question before we go on air. I was noticing y'all's street name. What's the significance behind Oglethorpe? Is that a significant historical figure?
Yes, General Oglethorpe.
General
was one of the
Oglethorpe.
first people that rolled through Georgia and Savannah. I don't know. You guys will know the history better than I will. But yeah, it's one of the guys that founded Savannah,
Okay.
Georgia.
Something I should probably know.
Yeah, I've been here for 12 years, and obviously I don't know it.
Well, I was kind of joking with a colleague of mine yesterday. I was like, Oglethorpe. It kind of seems like a name out of like the bad guy out of a children's book. Could be,
It's a great
brother
name,
to
yeah.
Rumpelstiltskin or something like that. No, I always just thought that was interesting. I was curious.
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
Yeah.
He defeated a Spanish invasion of Georgia in 1742. Oglethorpe left the colony after an unsuccessful invasion of St. Augustine and never returned. He led some British troops in the Jacobite Rising of 1745, was blamed for the British defeat in the Clifton Moor skirmish.
Jacobite. I'm familiar with that term. The Scottish.
Yeah, I watched that one show.
Yeah, the Outlanders, right?
That's the other reason I was like, I've heard
I didn't know if I was allowed to say it or not.
Yeah, no, yeah, good. The Outlander, that was it.
Yeah, my wife and I are about done with that bad guy. So I don't.
Yeah, it's one of those shows we started and we were all in on, and then it's just kind of.
It's a lull for sure.
Yeah, we just kind of drifted out a little bit. The last season we watched is he had just built the home in America.
Yep.
That's kind of the.
What show are you guys talking about?
It's called Outlander. It's a it's.
Oh, is that Showtime show?
This time traveling.
Yeah, it's a
Scottish,
sci-fi kind of
historical.
It's a page. I mean, it's a page turner. It's enough to keep you locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Let's see. James Edward Oglethorpe says, Rhett. It's the stream. It's a free for all. Yeah, it definitely is a free for all. For Oglethorpe, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, anyway, this guy seemed important. Good for him. All right, cool. So I'm guessing you have a couple different choices for beers for us today?
We do. I brought a couple different ones. I brought our number one selling brand, Mountain Candy.
Yep.
And then I brought one of our rotating seasonals. We do several rotating seasonals and rotating IPAs that generally roll simultaneously throughout the year. They usually run anywhere from 70 to 90 days out in the market, and then we'll pivot it to another rotating seasonal or IPA. So the ones that I brought for you today have actually been some of our most popular. Paloma Goza.
Oh, that's the one I was talking about yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the Paloma.
Oh, right,
Paloma is a tequila kind of style drink, but they made a sour kind of in that same vein.
And then Skittles New England style IPA. We're kind of on the tail end of that, but it made such an impact in the market this year. We just really wanted to put that in front of you guys. We're going to be pivoting to Fantasyland IPA. So the next time next time we rally with you guys, we'll have that.
Yeah, I was checking out the website yesterday, so I'm actually going up to Charlotte next weekend. And I plan on hitting up Sycamore along with Heist and Wooden Robot. Those seem to be like the top three kind of spots in Charlotte. Is there any other breweries I should visit while I'm there?
I would probably, the top five generally would be, obviously Sycamore Brewing, Noda Brewing Company, Old Mech is up there, Wooden Robot, Resident Culture really offers some really good products as well.
Right.
But you really can't lose with
what's
any of those guys.
outside,
as long as you make us the first stop,
right? Well, outside of Sycamore, what's your favorite spot to drink beer in Charlotte? Whether it be a bar or a brewery, I mean, is there a spot in Charlotte that you're like, dude, this is the spot to go?
We always kind of like to make some rounds and kind of do some QC,
right? Of course,
so we could justify going to some other brew houses. But Charlotte is making and producing some really good beer,
and it seems like there's a lot of breweries that are like, oh yeah, we're going to Charlotte now. 'Cause I just saw that Burial's coming.
Burial's coming. I think there's going to have another pilot brewery somewhat near our location in South End. We're in the on the tail end of our brand new building that's under construction right now. That's just going to be incredible. We're going to have a food hall on the first level that's going to incorporate our Sycamore coffee line and several other local restaurants around town. That'll kind of give them an opportunity to pivot from maybe a food truck to a brick and mortar style of setup and venue. So
nice.
The second level will be our tap room and beer garden with the same amount of outdoor square footage as we have in our tap room currently, which is I think one or two, biggest beer gardens in Charlotte already, and this will be on a second floor, which is really interesting, along with our tap room.
Yeah,
we'll have some really cool offices, and they're going to build a new light rail stop for us right in front of the building. So
that doesn't suck.
Yeah, quick access, man. We're really excited. We partnered with a firm that specializes in architecture on public transportation.
Oh wow!
So the light rail was kind of a perfect opportunity to link up with these guys, but we're still rocking and rolling in our South End tap room until we can turn the lights on over at that place and turn them off at the one that we're in now.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What are we, 3 minutes away?
Yep, 3 minutes.
Perfect.
But when you're in town, man, please let us know. We'd be happy to set you up at the tap room. We've got an amazing tap room manager. His name is Igor. He's he's amazing. I mean, I really couldn't do him justice explaining how awesome this guy is.
You did just by his name.
Yeah, just by his name
alone, you're like, yeah, that guy's a badass.
He's a super positive, just tons of energy. I mean, loves hosting our partners and our guests. I mean, he does it the right way.
That's
he greets
cool.
you at the door.
Oh, nice.
Gibby says, hell yeah, Logan. Good rap. All right, guys, we're a little over 2 minutes away. We'll jump on with Logan. We'll find out who the hell this son of a bitch is. We'll talk about Sycamore, and then we'll start reviewing some beers. And then we'll have you hang out for a little bit. So.
Sounds good, man.
Do you ever drink beer early this early in the morning? Is this like a thing, being that you're a beer guy? You're probably usually not even up this early in the morning,
No, actually, I try to get the day started a little earlier and try to knock out some admin stuff before I still have to, hit the pavement every day, which is what I enjoy,
right.
about the job. But you certainly got to knock out several emails. I'm sure in anybody's world that kind of comes with the territory. So
it's the worst part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I try to get up a little bit earlier and knock out some work before I get to go and dive into the fun stuff, which is coming and hanging out with you guys and, going and present new products to different venues and lately new markets altogether.
Yeah.
We've expanded pretty significantly, in the last year or so. So very humbled to say that.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, though. All right, 90 seconds.
Oh, shit.
All right.
I just accidentally deleted our boss's email, which is actually kind of funny.
You could probably find that again.
I'd rather not.
Well, was it anything important?
It was in regards to our secret that we're revealing at 8 a.m. this coming Monday. We have a secret we're revealing.
Oh, boy.
Big secret.
Yeah, it's a big secret. It's pretty sick. I can't say.
Is it with the show? Yeah, I was about to ask you. Do I get the scoop?
Can't say it yet. We're still on the stream.
Right. We'll turn the mics off and I'll whisper it to you.
Okay.
But that's we can't tell anyone officially yet. But I'll tell you.
Sounds good, man.
All right, guys. Lots of buttons. So we'll be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall Show. Be sure to get that stream. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. All right. Friday, favorite segment of the week. Beer for breakfast, brought to you by Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt. Check out some great live music this weekend. Junkyard Angel tonight in the Soundgarden. Harvest Moon, a Neil Young tribute band tomorrow night. Ooh. And then they got something Sunday as well. It's the Savannah Singer-Songwriter Series. So that's a great live weekend. of live music, Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt. So joining us in studio right now, Regional Sales Manager of Sycamore Brewing out of Charlotte, North Carolina. We've got Logan. Sir, good morning, and thank you for hanging out, man.
Hey, good morning to you both. Thank you so much for having us in the studio today, guys.
Yeah, it sounds like you essentially have Michael Scott's job title. So are you the Michael Scott of Sycamore?
If I could say that, then I would be okay with that.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Maybe I'm the Michael Scott just of South Carolina.
Okay, I take that too. Are you? Your Cotter's pushing on.
I'm sorry, I was just looking at something. It sounds a little weird in the headphones. So let's dive right in, man. How long you been with Sycamore now?
I've been with Sycamore for about 3.5, going on 4 years now, and it's been a quick 4 years, I'll tell you. Yep.
Okay. And they've been around since what, 2013?
Yeah, we started producing in 2013 in our tap room in South End, Charlotte, in Charlotte, North Carolina. I joined the team about 3.5, almost 4 years ago, and around that time, we really started ramping up production and started, our distribution footprint from outside of the tap room, and really started to grow and expand from there.
Right, nice.
So you guys are known for the Mountain Candy IPA, but I was actually just jumping around to the website yesterday, and you have so many one-offs that I'm just so excited about. And one of them was this Paloma beer that I know we're going to try here in a little while, but I mean, when you guys come up with all these crazy flavor combinations, is there one that has been that's the craziest thing you guys have ever done? Is there one that you can remember right now that was this is so off kilter that I can't believe we're actually doing this?
Looking back, we participated in an event in Charlotte called Strange Brew that the guys made this really interesting. I think it was a lemonade sour, a Chick-fil-A lemonade sour that included chicken nuggets on a
on a skewer,
yeah, on a little skewer as a little accent piece. So we like to get creative and do some fun stuff, but we are known for those IPA styles.
Right.
And, we really get to showcase our brewing depth and outside of the IPA portfolio with these one-offs and these small batches. One of the fun things about working with Sycamore is that we like to consider us being that double-edged sword. We've got all those consistent core styles that we make year-round, and then the opposite side of the spectrum is that we have these great rotating seasonals like your Paloma Goza or your one-offs like Big Fat Juicy Mango Milkshake IPA, and we do brands like Juice Willis and some really fun names behind some of our brands.
So when it comes to craft beer, obviously Sycamore is pretty insanely amazing. Obviously, we have to say that. We have to say that mostly because you work for them. But when you're not drinking Sycamore, when you're not enjoying the products, when you go out and do a little QC, as we were talking about off the air here, I mean, what beers do you like to go try? I mean, do you like to go adventure and try all sorts of craft beers? Do you like to do cocktails more, or do you just like to sit around and drink PBRs?
Well, I first have to respond to that by, giving all the credit to our production guys. I mean, I wouldn't have Killer Liquid to sell without those guys, putting in the time day in and day out. So couldn't be more grateful to those guys. So shout out to those guys back in Charlotte. But yeah, I'm just like anybody else. I got into this, this industry just being a fan of craft beer in general. So, that love and passion never stopped. Of course, I drink Sycamore beers at the end of the day, but I like everything from Mexican lagers. I love trying new IPAs. I tend to drink seasonals with the season.
Okay. Purist. Okay. I respect
yeah.
that.
So some lighter styles. Some Goza styles, some wheat ales during the summertime, and then kind of pivot to maybe some porters and some stouts and some cooler months.
Exactly. I love stout season, man. We're big fans.
Absolutely.
And I know you guys had the vanilla, is it affogato?
Vanilla affogato cream ale.
Nailed it.
Yep, absolutely.
You did, not me.
So that's a great segue to kind of showcase another aspect of our brewing company.
Yeah.
We have a coffee company. It's called Coffee by Sycamore. Mm-hmm. We incorporate that into our seasonal brands, every two or third rotation. And affogato is, that nice dessert drink with the espresso poured over a scoop of vanilla ice cream. So
I'm not rich enough to even know that, but thank you for explaining it.
Trust me, I had to Google that the first time I heard it, man. Trust me, I was on the same board. No, we tried to replicate that into a beer, so it just was a perfect opportunity to use a cream ale base,
right?
And add our own steeped in-house cold brew. We have our own roaster in-house, so we put out some amazing coffee incorporated products every so often.
Nice.
Now, did you guys start the coffee side of things so you can use your own stuff in your beer?
I'm not sure if it necessarily started out that way. I think the project was going to eventually come to fruition as a brick and mortar type of establishment, maybe in the Noda area or some other bustling part of town. But I think that's going to be one of the first things that goes into our new food hall in the new tap room facility that I think we're around 70 to 80% completion on it. We're looking forward to be, certainly done by the end of the year.
So your new facility, we were once again talking off air on the stream. That's why it's always a good idea to check us out on the stream.
Absolutely.
Obviously, you have like a new light rail stop coming into this new building you're doing. Do you have any idea on when it's going to open? I imagine sometime this year, right?
We're shooting for September. I mean, as we all know, with construction, anything, especially in the midst of a pandemic, you have to be flexible to say the least. So we're planning a big party. We're notorious for throwing 4 to 6 really killer parties throughout the year. Everything from red, white, and brew festivals to we've done bacon festivals in the past, and
nice.
we're really looking forward to kind of getting that back online.
Yeah,
so
no doubt.
We're actually running this incredible marketing campaign right now. We're giving away an Airstream trailer that's decked out in all Mountain Candy, everything you can think of, from Mountain Candy Yeti coolers on the inside to Mountain Candy longboards, everything and anything you can think about. So we're running this amazing Instagram short video clip program that all you have to do is submit a 40-second or less video, just something fun, something kind of quirky, incorporating Sycamore beverages in some kind of way. So definitely encourage you guys to jump on our Instagram page and follow those. There's some really fun video submissions already in the queue.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have more with Logan from Sycamore Brewing coming up here in a bit, including trying some beer.
Hell yeah.
Beer for breakfast continues after the Foo Fighters, Waiting on a War. Rock 106.1. There we go.
Awesome. So let's start off with Mountain Candy first, and then we'll flip a coin on Skittles or the Paloma.
I say, if it's okay, that we split up the IPAs and maybe hit the Paloma in the middle to kind of break our palates up, so we can kind of dive in. They're completely different IPA styles. So
you're the expert.
Well, I appreciate those words, guys.
Yeah. We just talk bullshit on the radio all the time, man.
That's all we do.
So Mountain Candy is our #1 brand. We like to, refer to it as our catalyst product. We like to get our foot in the door with different venues with this particular brand. And, eventually consumers start following that product so much, it eventually allows us to kind of grow our brand family, and it kind of segues us into the rotating IPA series or the rotating seasonal series. So especially when you're getting into a new market, you want to lead with your trusted Old Faithful, and Mountain Candy has just been proven time and time again. It's a beer that travels. It's a beer that's gotten incredible response.
Hold on, don't open it yet. Hold on, let's wait till the on air. We got 2.5 minutes before we get real sexy into this.
Gotcha. But I'll just kind of keep describing Mountain Candy a little bit.
Yeah.
We brewed this beer to have both aspects of that of a New England style IPA and a West Coast style IPA. So we feel one of the reasons why it's gained such success is because it offers both of those very different aspects to a consumer in one product. So
it's almost too sexy. It's like the 3 boob chick off of Total Recall. It's like I was already turned on, but now there's a third boob.
Now there's a third one.
Right.
Absolutely,
wow.
man.
Did not see that coming.
It's got a sexy pink can.
Yeah.
Just really pops off of a shelf, but just as much as how important it is on the outside, the liquid, is just one of the most consistent IPAs we feel like is out in the market. It's got both those, West Coast kind of piney, a little bit of dankness to it, but at the same time, it's counterbalanced on that East Coast New England style that's kind of citrusy, very palatable, very easy drinking.
But Mountain Candy's like your #1. Like that's what you're known for.
It's
correct?
what we're known for. Absolutely.
90 seconds, guys.
Real quick before we jump back on air, I know you said you moved back home to Columbia. Probably a Gamecocks fan, I'm guessing.
Oh boy.
But are you? Oh, are you not?
I am.
Oh, okay. I was just seeing if you dealt somewhere else. Are you an NFL fan at all? I mean, I didn't really. I'm from Central Illinois, so I'm a big time NFL guy. But we didn't really have any major college programs close to us. So
Sure.
I'm more pro than I'm college. Do you have a pro team? I'm guessing you do.
The Panthers.
Yeah.
The Panthers, I grew up born and raised in South Carolina, and, we didn't have a professional football team until the Panthers in, 93, 94, something like that. So everybody was either Redskins fans or Falcons fans, and I didn't think we were going in any of those directions. So we went with the Panthers, and especially when my wife and I moved from Asheville over to Charlotte and was kind of in the scene and kind of got the feel of living in a pro, city. It was just a different vibe, man, altogether. So it was just naturally we were fans of the Panthers before, but now we're starting to want to go to games. We're buying apparel, things like that. But
Nice.
definitely more so a college guy.
All right, guys, 20 seconds. Be right back. Good morning. It is Beer for Breakfast, brought to you by Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt. Great live music this weekend. You got Junkyard Angel Friday night, Harvest Moon, a Neil Young tribute band on Saturday, and then Savannah Singer-Songwriter Series on Sunday. So 3 nights of live music at Coach's Corner this weekend in Thunderbolt. All right, Beer for Breakfast. Joining us in studio, the regional sales manager for Sycamore Brewing. We got Logan. Sir, thank you for joining us again.
Absolutely. Thank you again for having us.
All right, so you've broken out the beer, and we're starting with the big guns from Sycamore. This is
right.
The beer you guys are known for. This is Mountain Candy, an IPA. Tell us a little bit about what this beer is.
So Mountain Candy, as you said, is our number one selling brand. We do have some incredible IPAs out in our core lineup, in our rotating lineup, but Mountain Candy really kind of stands on its own as far as being such a catalyst brand for us. It's brewed to have both West Coast and East Coast style aspects. So it's got some pine dankness, on one side, and then on the other aspect, it's very approachable, very palatable. It's got some nice citrus notes to it. So it's really kind of the best of both worlds, which we feel like has kind of been the biggest attribute of getting it, traveling thus far.
Right.
Yeah.
Where does the name Mountain Candy come from?
Mountain Candy, just because, obviously mountains are, the Blue Ridge Mountains throughout North and South Carolina. So we just kind of wanted a brand that represented the area of which we were in, but also reflected the style kind of the IPA that we've created in the can.
The one thing I love about this too is it comes in at 7.5% alcohol.
That's right.
It's kind of on the higher end of IPA, but it's not like at a ridiculous level where I drink 2 of these and I fall over.
So one thing that I definitely like to touch base on with Mountain Candy is that, as you were saying, it is 7.5%, but our production guys allow this brand a couple extra days in our last, production tanks before, they go into package or draft format. So it allows them to really get the opportunity to tweak their carbonation levels or adjust it to make sure that it's exactly the same product that left our bay doors half an hour before. We want this to be our most consistent brand that we have out, and consumers have really gotten a great response to it.
I really love the fact that actually, if I'm reading the description of the beer on sycamorebrew.com, you guys just said this is good stuff, and I love that you're humble. Well, why don't you go ahead and crack it open? Let's do it, man. Let's go ahead and review. Once again, this is Sycamore Brewing's Mountain Candy IPA. It's their flagship IPA. This is the gateway drug into the Sycamore brand. We're very excited to have Logan in the studio right now. Now we do have a couple other beers to try as well, because you just don't. And you're like an old cowboy, like walking the western roads, and you gotta have bullets in your gun. And Logan brought all the bullets today, man.
I couldn't just bring the 2, man.
You got some bangers that we're very excited to try. So let's go ahead and start the review process. First and foremost, we'll stick our nose in this and see what we smell.
I didn't even have to. As soon as he handed me the glass, and you could just the nose on it's so strong.
It came across the room, didn't it?
Right there. I just put it on. Oh my god, it smells so good.
It's fantastic.
It's got
a
some
great
dankness
nose on
to it.
Yeah. No, that's real. I mean, a lot of citrus right there in the nose on it.
Absolutely.
Oh, it smells so good.
You got some pine, that pininess that you mentioned earlier. That's also in there. Holding it up to the light, and I'll hold it right here in front of the camera. You got that light golden color with some really good carbonation running through it. Not a lot of head on this beer, which is probably from the excellent pour that you threw out there, Logan. So thank you so much.
My pleasure.
But it looks pretty fantastic on camera. And now our favorite part. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers. Cheers.
That is the gateway beer into falling in love with Sycamore.
Wow. That is trippy. I mean, the East-West Coast thing is definitely there.
Right, and you can almost get it from the nose of the beer.
Yeah, there's definitely that dankness to it, but it's really smooth when it comes to IPAs. Not only that, once again, coming in at 7.5% alcohol, this is a beer that you buy in a 4-pack, and I don't think you need much more for the night. It's pretty great. Yeah.
No, you get the citriness of it. You get the pininess of it. I mean, it does deliver on both sides. Super easy to drink. It is very smooth. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it could be dangerous with the 7%.
I think the greatest feedback that I get day in and day out with this particular brand is, every day I have, a list of venues or buyers that really aren't into the IPA styles. I mean, they carry them to do their diligence, but they often try this brand with me and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm finding something that I can dig in this brand, because one of the consistent traits that all of our IPAs will share is that we wanted to make sure that we cater to, having a great hop backbone and to the hop heads and the IPA guys like us, but we want all of our IPAs to be palatable and for all consumers, not just catering to one side of the fence. So often, especially when our rotating IPAs, they'll come out and people will just, find something, whether it's melon or tangerine or just something that attracts them to the style, outside of just the hop realm.
Well, on the beer scale of supremacy, let's go ahead and grade this one out, because we do have a couple more to drink.
Yeah, I know, right?
It'd be rude if we didn't drink your beer. Cotter, on the beer scale of supremacy, what do you give Sycamore's Mountain Candy IPA?
This is solid 4 out of 5, man. This is just a really good IPA. And I keep saying it every week. I'm on this massive IPA kick, and I just keep finding stellar IPAs. This one is added to the list. It's in the rotation. I will be going back to this beer.
Yeah, it keeps falling into your lap, all these IPAs.
I know, right?
100%. 3.9 out of 5 here. I mean, this is once again, this is a great gateway beer to jump into the Sycamore brand, once again based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. I know it's going to be tough for you, Logan, as a gentleman who is quite the purveyor of Sycamore. And once again, being that it's your own brand, feel free, 5 out of 5, your call. But go ahead and give your review, your grade for the beer review of supremacy for your own Mountain Candy.
I've got to tell you, that's a hard number to come down to.
I know.
I certainly want to go straight to 5. But I'll go 4.8 on this one.
Once again,
for
humble.
a little bit of, there's
Gotta have that wiggle room in there, man. You gotta have that wiggle room.
Sure,
I get
man.
that.
But I will tell you, at the end of the day, when I have an opportunity to drink other styles, I still go for Mountain Candy. And I've been with the brand for years.
I get it. It's like you find a beer that you just really like, and you want to go back to it. You enjoy it, and I could definitely see that being a beer like that. I mean, that's one you can go back to time and time again.
It's
pretty solid.
It's that we like to consider that that stake down in the ground to kind of hold it down in different accounts, and then we kind of just build off of that. And eventually, consumers aren't following a product; they're following a brand family. So when they see something with a sycamore leaf on it, like several other suppliers over time, they've just put themselves into a channel of putting out so much consistent product or their main product over and over again to build up that trust, and customers turn into fans after that, which is the ultimate objective for sure.
All right, we're going to take a quick break and to come back. What's the next beer we're going to try?
We got Paloma Goza coming up.
Sounds so good. That's next. We've got beer for breakfast. Logan from Sycamore Brewing. More of the Cotter and Marshall Show coming up next. Rock 106.1.
All right, cool.
And we're going to come right out of this. Song's getting dumped.
I have a question here, but first, my aunt lives in Asheville. She's a correctional officer, and she loves it there. Speaking of places, up and around North Carolina. Nathan wants to know, did they distribute here in Georgia? The answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
We're fairly new to the Georgia market.
Right.
We've roughly been in the market for close to 2 years, but in a pandemic 2 years, it's a little bit different of a time frame. Yeah, absolutely. But we've been in the Savannah market, hoofing it, up in Augusta, Athens. We just hired a new regional sales manager named Chris McGeary. You can be able to.
I don't like him. I think you're superior to him in every way.
Well, his nickname is the Irish Mountain, so you might have to reassess that.
Jesus Christ. He's my favorite.
yeah, he's a killer guy, ton of experience. We expect, great things out of him, and really looking forward to getting the Atlanta markets and, those big college towns rocking and rolling.
How hard is it anymore now when there's so many options? So when you do try to come into a new market and you're fighting just for shelf space, fighting to get people's attention, how hard is that?
Well, oftentimes when you go into a market and when you have great social media presence, your brand has already traveled there even before you do.
Okay, yeah.
So sometimes when you have a great product, they're expecting you and they can't wait for you.
When are you going to get here? Yeah,
absolutely.
Makes sense.
So when you go into a market, it's really just showcasing your top 2 or 3 products. We call it the 1-2 punch after Mountain Candy with the rotating IPA and rotating seasonal, and we've got 4 other core brands on top of those guys. So we kind of just start chipping away after we get our main priority targets. And
makes sense. Yeah. Now with something like the Mountain Candy, so like you're saying, were people, when you go to some place, it's one of those beers that they hear about and they get excited about, and then it's like, okay, now it's here, and people gravitate to it. Okay,
and I think that is kind of a great spinoff, for example, of this marketing campaign that we're doing with this Mountain Candy Airstream.
Right.
That's just further extending the reach of the brand. Just by doing that, we all know what
that Airstream giveaway, man. That thing has to be like $20K. It's got to be more, probably.
I'm not privy to that information. I just share the programs that we're doing, and we've had some incredible feedback, some really, really fun videos.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we want our brand to be fun. We want it to be for everybody.
Yeah.
We maybe could be a little bit more exclusive, but we don't want to be that guy. We want to make all the good brands, and we want to make them accessible to everyone.
Nathan, yes, definitely swing by Habersham and pick some up. It is so worth it. Super good.
So obviously Mountain Candy is like at Habersham on Habersham and Habersham on Abercorn. Mm-hmm. Is some of your other like one-offs, like is the Paloma available locally yet, or is that just
you can find it at Whole Foods markets and some other craft-centric bars and restaurants?
Okay.
Absolutely. It's been in the market for just a couple weeks now, so still building up momentum with that brand.
Gotcha.
Mountain Candy, Skittles is definitely able to find. We have some amazing 8-packs that are readily available in just about any craft retail.
6 ain't enough, man. 6 ain't enough.
Yeah, what's going on with that 8-pack over there?
I'm glad that drew your attention. Up until very, very recently, we were the only craft supplier, to our knowledge, to make that format. So it's 8 16-ounce cans.
Damn.
And they retail from anywhere from $15.99 to $16.99. So I market it as a gallon of beer for 15.
Dude, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
I don't get many no's when I put it in that context. Yeah.
Bring them all in.
Nathan says, first world beer problem is that there are so many cans on the shelf, it's hard to pick out new ones.
It is sometimes, man. You go in anymore, it's just like, I don't even know where to start.
Habersham has done, got about a minute. Habersham should have done, no offense to those guys, they should have done a long time ago. They just started doing it, I think, within the last year. They actually have a new beer shelf.
Right. At the very beginning of the store.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. They should have done that fucking forever ago. Because the bars or restaurants and bars that I would go to in package stores in Vegas had them all the time. But
it makes sense. And it's nice because that's the first place I go, and it's like, all right, what's new? What can I try? Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Be sure to get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Like, follow, and subscribe. It is Beer for Breakfast. It's brought to you by Coach's Corner in Thunderbolt. 3 nights of live music this weekend in the Soundgarden at Coach's Corner. Tonight, it is Junkyard Angel. Saturday, Harvest Moon and Neil Young tribute. And then on Sunday, it is the Savannah Singer-Songwriter Series. All right, joining us in studio for Beer for Breakfast is Logan from Sycamore Brewing. All right, Mountain Candy, man, it delivered. That is a stellar IPA.
Thank you so much. Again, credit goes to those brew guys.
So up next, we've got a Goza. So let's explain what this one is.
So a Goza is a old traditional German-style recipe that kind of came back into light around 10 years ago when a few other suppliers were experimenting with it, and it kind of just grew legs from there, and several other supplier brands wanted to kind of replicate the same thing. Our Paloma Goza is, follows kind of the same traditional aspects of the Goza-style recipes. It's mostly a malted wheat base, so we add some ruby red grapefruit and some blood oranges to it to replicate the hot Paloma cocktail that's, really kind of also come back to life in the last 4 or 5 years. So,
oh, yeah, I'm an alcoholic. I'm very familiar.
Well, it's how I like to get my fruit. In beer form.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's the only way to go.
Exactly.
It's the only way to go.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And we use all raw fruits. So
nice.
Even better, right?
Is that vegan? Is this beer vegan?
Ooh, I couldn't say that.
It's all natural.
No, here's the thing. I'll say it. And if anyone has an issue, you can actually just call me. I'll give you my phone number.
So this is actually one of our more simplistic styles, but we all know oftentimes in beer, sometimes less is more.
It really is.
And this
sometimes.
one is a very refreshing style. We added some salt in it to kind of counterbalance the acidity and kind of have the best of both worlds. So without further
let's
ado,
check this out, man. I'm super excited about this. I always love a good Goza.
Once again, this is the Paloma Goza. It's a Goza-style ale with citrus. Very excited to try this. This is from Sycamore Brewing, based in Charlotte, North Carolina. Once again, Logan is with us here. We made him come up from Columbia just last night. We did not give him a place to stay. He slept in his car in the parking lot, so thank you so much for agreeing to that. It's weird that you would just do that. But very excited to try this. Once again, the Paloma coming in at 5% alcohol, in case anyone was wondering. I'll go ahead and let's start it off with a big old smell.
Nose is good. I mean, you definitely get the little bit saltiness of the Goza, and the fruit is definitely there. It's really nice.
I like the fact that like ruby red grapefruits, which my wife is oddly hugely into. Like,
okay,
they're like softball sized fruits. I mean, they're not tiny at all. Like we have them in our house. They're in the house all the time. So I mean, I love like the subtle citrusness of that in this beer for sure.
And you'll find that with most products that we offer fruit adjuncts into, we add enough to complement the beer style. We don't want it to overpower. We still want to keep it true to essence, but, certainly put our spin on it with the style that we're trying to create. And Paloma has just been so popular, obviously, as you know, in cocktail format. So, again, like with the Affogato Cream Ale, we wanted to replicate that into a beer style.
It's definitely, noticeable. Holding up to the camera right here, if you're watching the live stream, I mean, is kind of that cloudy, kind of golden look. Is that the best way to describe that, I guess? Maybe? I don't know. Cotter?
No, it's definitely hazy. I don't know. Hazy is, I guess, the go-to buzzword now, but I would definitely say a little hazy. But straw color, maybe a little bit. Not as golden. Straw color?
Yeah, sure. Straw. Straw looks like that.
Those are beer terms.
Yeah, they are.
Hey,
I can throw them around like the best of them.
We've done this once or twice before. So cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers again.
Cheers to the Paloma Goza. Nathan says it sounds healthy. It is.
Yes, it is. Especially for breakfast.
Oh, that's nice, man.
It's so smooth.
Yeah.
Smooth, subtle. And actually, it's not like, I'm not a huge sour fan, but when it comes to this beer here specifically, the acidity is not off the chart.
No.
I mean, on a scale of 1 to 10, the acidity is like a 3.
Right.
Yeah, the saltiness really comes through. I mean, more so than I think I've noticed in most Gozas I've tried. Not in a bad way, but I mean, you can just definitely get it. It's right there.
With those raw fruits that we add into it, I think just adding that salt to have a nice savory counterbalance to the acidity that the big, fruits offer in type of style is really kind of a perfect combination.
All right, Marshall, beer scale of supremacy. What do you think?
Once again, not a huge sour guy, but I really like that. I love that it's so subtle. I love that it's not over citrusy. It's just like sours are not smooth to me, but this is oddly smooth. I really, really enjoyed that. I'm going to give this a 3.75.
Okay. All right. Nice.
I really enjoyed it.
I'm jumping in at 3.5 even. I do like it. I mean, it's a really, really good beer. So I'm a fan of this one as well. Logan, what do you think?
Well, this is one of my favorite styles that we do year round, just in general, not only as a rotating seasonal. So I'm gonna shout out to the boys back home and give them a solid 5 on this one.
Oh, going big.
Shoot.
So we're gonna go to commercial. Actually, gonna go to song. We're gonna go to Bad Wolves and Zombie. We got one more beer to try. We're gonna try that stream only. So if you want to check out the stream, be sure to do that. You can check us out Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
That's funny.
Had to, guys.
Yep. Do it. Sometimes you got to drop a 5.
Sometimes you got to drop the 5.
Mm-hmm. This is the Skittles.
Skittles, yep. So we added a few different hop combination that gives out subtle undertones of different fruit varietals. So
Is varietals a word?
yeah, varietal, hop varietal.
Yeah.
So it kind of starts out with a big pineapple nose, and then you kind of walk through tangerine, melon. It's still got a nice hop backbone to kind of counterbalance those hop profiles that we have in there. So it's this rotating IPA has been one of our best selling rotating IPA sellers since we started that lineup.
Nice. I like it. Now you have to don't you have to trademark names when it comes to this stuff?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Even if, the beer hasn't necessarily even come into fruition, there's so many breweries out there nowadays, you never know.
Yeah.
Oftentimes we'll come up with a really, rad name, and we'll kind of do a little research, and it'll end up being somewhere in Seattle or something like that, that we just haven't heard of or we're privy to.
All right, so we got 2.5 minutes. We got actually 2 more breaks. So we'll do that after this. After we do on air.
What music news story do you want?
You had a couple new ones that I couldn't remember what they were. So
I had an Ozzy story. Hold on. Where did my? It's gone. Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to find this. Is this it? There it is.
got about 90 seconds.
I have an Ozzy story, I have a Corey Taylor story, and I have...
What did you say?
Aaron won't stop texting me. Emailing me this morning. So I just emailed him and said, stop emailing me while I'm on the air. I have a Slipknot story. I have a Billboard Music Awards story, and I've got a Ozzy story.
Let's do Ozzy.
Okay. I can do that.
All right, we got 1 minute.
Dude, I'm on the air. Can you stop emailing me for 2 seconds?
See what he's got?
Yeah, he's got the F-bomb.
That's right.
I'm going to throw that at your face later. Uh-oh. Charles is having such a good day. He goes, screw it. I just iced down some Natty Lights.
Do it.
He goes, beer for lunch.
Yes.
Snack and dinner. The Corey Taylor story of him saying Lars was right to fight Napster. No, it was in regards to a new mask he has.
All right, guys, got about 30. All right, be right back. All right, thanks for hanging out here on your Friday. Yeah, the stream, it's a thing. You should do it. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. You can like, follow, and subscribe. All right, let's hit up story number 1. Marshall's music news.
So Ozzy Osbourne, he's been through the ringer as of late. Everything from the fall he took, which he got displaced metal rods in his back, the Parkinson's, and obviously staph infections, the flu, pneumonia, a burst blood vessel in his eye. Ozzy has not had a great last decade, let's say, but he has been pretty prolific when it comes to new music. Now, he put out Ordinary Man in, I guess was it last year or 19?
19.
Yeah, he put out Ordinary Man in 19, and now apparently he already has 15 new tracks done for a forthcoming album. Now, we don't know when this is going to get released, but he does plan on touring next year in 2022, supposedly his last tour. Now, I don't know if this is like a Kiss-style last tour, but we know Sharon Osbourne, if she can, she will prop him up with a broomstick as long as she can keep making money off his corpse. So you know that's going to happen, but apparently Ozzy has been very, very busy during the pandemic, making sure that he's making new music. He said it's one of the things that's actually keeping him alive.
Oh,
that's what he said.
This is like the most depressing thing ever.
He goes, I struggle a bit, but slowly but surely we're getting there. He expands on the album's progress. He goes, my only concern right now is finishing the bloody thing. We've got the same production time as last time, so there's definitely going to be some similarities, but you'll just have to wait and see what you think when it comes to this new album. But I would imagine we're probably going to get another Ozzy album next year.
I'll take all the new Ozzy music I can get because you know, not to be a-hole, there's not much left. Give me
Are you talking about time? Like his time?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I'm sorry. He's not Keith Richards.
Well,
11 major medical issues is nothing.
No, not at all. But this is hopefully good news for us, at least when it comes to Ozzy. We'll get some new music from him.
All right, coming up next, we have one more story from Marshall's Music News, and then we'll wrap up the show. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
All right, guys, let's do a little stream exclusive.
Only. Beer.
Oh, right on.
Let's do it.
That's what our boss just threw at us.
He said, did I hear a fiver coming out of the room?
I just want him to stop emailing me while I'm on the air.
So Skittles, as I was saying, we're kind of at the tail end of this particular product, but It's just such an amazing brand of ours. It's the first year we released it. And we've been known to kind of switch up our rotating IPA brands to kind of just see what works and what fits and, kind of reflect back from there. But Skittles has just been a very powerful brand of ours in the last, I would say 8 weeks, 10 weeks that we've had the product out.
And quickly, I'll just go ahead and show off the cans real quick, just in case people are going into stores and wanting to buy them. So that's the Sycamore Mountain Candy right there on my camera. And then this is the Paloma. Right here, extremely bright can right there. That's the Paloma Goza that we just tried. And here's Skittles while I'm at showing off like Vanna White here. Here we go.
I feel Logan is just trying to get us drunk. I'm noticing his pours compared to our pours.
Yeah, he's going really light. It's almost like he has to do some extra work today after this, and we don't.
We've got a little running around to do.
Fair enough. I get that. The nose on this one, is it grapefruit? Is that what I'm getting, or am I just drunk at this point? I don't even know.
Generally, I get a feedback of pineapple on the nose. And this is one of the more complex beers that we make in the New England style version, just because it breaks down through so many different flavor profiles. So each sip, when you go back to it, especially when you have a full draft pint or pour the full 16-ounce can, every sip you kind of go back to a different version of the product, which is, really something fun.
I definitely get, now that you say it, I definitely get a lot of that pineapple juice kind of like smell out of that. If you want to take a big old breath in of it. And this one is coming in at 7.3% alcohol off it. And I love that your description on the website includes rainbow emojis. So pretty cool stuff. Now on the website, it says, this is, it actually tells me to taste this dank rainbow.
Taste the dank rainbow.
Is that how you sell this beer to people?
Well, of course it is.
Did you come up with that line, or did marketing come up with that line?
No, I have to give 100% credit to our marketing guy, Mark Larkin. He's incredible. He's just done some amazing things from websites to social media, been incorporated in, design of a lot of stuff. So really stepping up, and shout out to that guy.
Nice.
All right. It's hazy.
Yeah, to say the very least.
All right, we're gonna drink. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Well. For a 7.3, man, it is so light on the palate.
Yeah, it is.
He's going back in.
I'm going back in. I'm amazed because I drank 2 other beers prior to it, and my palate's a little all over the place.
Yeah, complex is a great way to describe that beer. I mean, it does kind of feel there's a lot going on in there. Not in a bad way, but there's just that there is a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely get, on the nose, you get a lot of the pineapple, but I think when you drink it, in actually the description right here on the website I'm reading, it says juicy peach and sweet orange. I definitely get the peach when you're drinking this IPA for sure. And it's dank. It is ridiculously dank.
So the orange aspect kind of presents itself a little bit later on in the pint. It kind of, as it warms up a few degrees, different elements of the beer starts to present itself. So when we're talking about complexity, when it's, the 38 to 42 that you're getting it served at, you're getting that big pineapple. A few sips later, you're kind of, getting a little bit more orange notes. And,
right.
It's almost something different by the very end of the pint, man. But
it's an adventure.
It's an adventure in a can. Absolutely.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, let's go ahead and grade this one out. Stream exclusive beer, because Logan brought all the beers today, which we appreciate.
Couldn't help myself, guys.
On the beer scale of supremacy, Cotter, what do you give Sycamore's Skittles?
I'm going to go 3.65. I want more of this beer because I agree with you. It's like the amount I got, it's almost like you got to have more just to experience the full ride.
We have some more.
I may have some more in a bit, but you got to have more to experience the full ride. But It's good. This is one of those beers to me that if you're an IPA guy, you have to seek this beer out.
Right.
This is a beer. It's like if you're a fan of that style, you got to try this beer because it's I don't know if I've tasted an IPA like it.
I mean, our fans are just really going crazy about this particular product. I mean, we put out a new rotating IPA every 90 days or so with names like Rainbow Dust and Tropical Kush. And Sticky Crystals came right before this guy.
It seems like you guys just smoke a lot of weed. Sycamore.
It's all driven from the hop bill, I can assure you.
Oh, yeah, no, totally, yeah. Wink, wink, I get it, totally.
But no, this beer was just a really fun one to sell, really fun to get support behind. It was very popular out in the market, just about across the board, and I think it'll be a repeat next year as well. So I'm already looking forward to it.
Yeah, and you said this one is kind of at the end of its life cycle, so people may be able to still find it like in package stores or whatever.
Absolutely,
but it could be gone.
Yeah, Fantasyland IPA is going to be the next New England style IPA that follows up Skittles. Excuse me. I have to point out the label. The packaging is actually really fantastic because each of the labels is a different design.
Yeah.
So you get the 4-pack and it's 104, 204, so on and so forth.
Okay.
And if you set them all down, it's one continuous piece of artwork.
Oh, nice.
So haven't seen that too much.
That's cool. Yeah,
absolutely.
All right, where are we at on time?
2.5 minutes.
All right.
Last break.
Do you want me to hit up music news story? What do you want to do here?
We can. If you got something quick.
I mean, out of the 2 stories, I guess it would be the Corey Taylor story, and I mean, at this point, I think we just let's hit up axes, monster trucks going into the weekend, kind of thing. Stream only exclusive. Corey Taylor has a mask that his wife says is going to scare everyone. And Slipknot's next album is going to be a conceptual album. It's going to be an ongoing story album, which is going to be weird, especially for those guys.
All right, 90 seconds.
Have a good day. Somebody at Home Depot restroom has your bottle of liquid ass. Doesn't anyone know about a courtesy flush? So we have so earlier this week we did a Torture Tuesday called the Gas Chamber, where we took liquid ass. It's a fart prank spray.
Okay.
And anytime Cotter told me to, I had to spray it into like a quart-sized bag and then smell it. And then It was bad. It was
disgusting.
It was real bad. So that's what they were bringing up here, just so it doesn't seem so weird to you.
I was hoping you'd put some context behind that.
You get none.
Yeah. That dude just loves going to
You
Home
will
Depot
remain
and
in the
smelling
dark.
ass. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, Rhett says, so I ask all master brewers this question. What is the strangest ingredient you have used in a beer or have heard of being used in a beer? You got 30 seconds to answer that.
It won't even take 30. I'm not a master brewer. so I'd have to reach out to Bragg Birdman, who is our master brewer and our mad scientist up at Sycamore. I'd be happy to reach out to that guy and get his feedback on that one.
We'll get back to you right on that one.
All right, guys, be right back. All right, everybody, thank you for hanging out today on the stream and on air. Show will be back Monday. Don't forget, Monday morning, 8 o'clock, we reveal a 20th anniversary secret.
20th anniversary secret. Now
Yes.
we turned 20 years old.
Yep.
There's a secret to be told.
Yep.
Do you know what it is?
Well, yeah. I know exactly what it is.
Why hasn't anyone told me?
You can't keep a secret.
I have a reputation around here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
You like to share things with people.
Well, I just love to be outwardly boisterous in our celebration of being 20 years old.
That's true.
That's why no one's told me.
I will tell you Monday morning at 7:59.
You're too good to me.
Right?
You're too good to me.
So listen up, Monday morning, 8 o'clock, we reveal our 20th anniversary secret. If you're looking for stuff to do this weekend, all kinds of stuff going down. We're throwing axes tomorrow, Urban Force Axe House. Somebody is scoring free axe throwing for life.
This is going to be so much fun. Team Cotter versus Team Marshall. I mean, the one thing that worries me, and I brought it up just yesterday, we could be the reason why someone doesn't win axe throwing for life.
It's a lot of pressure.
And I just don't want it to be me. If it's you, that would make me feel better.
I'm sure it would. And you know what? I can say the same thing. I just hope it's not me.
I hope it's not me.
You I'd be fine with.
You 1,000%.
All right, then, of course, tomorrow night you've got the monster trucks going down at the OSB. So like I said, all kinds of stuff this weekend, man.
Exactly. It's going to be a very busy weekend. Plus, you must mow your yard on Sunday.
That's going down.
No,
it's going to happen.
You said it was going to happen.
It will.
You can't back out now.
No, I will. It will. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see how I feel.
See how hungover you get on Saturday.
After Monster Trucks, anything can happen at Monster Trucks, man. You never know what's going to go down. So I can't promise anything on a Sunday. All right, enjoy the weekend, guys. We'll talk to you Monday. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
Pat says Logan Temple rocking the Sycamore. Do you know Pat? I have no idea who Pat is.
I'm not sure.
But she says Logan Temple rocking the Sycamore. She loves you.
I think that might be my mother. Hey, Mom.
I love it. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out on the stream this morning. What else? We hit it all.
I think so. That was everything. Drunk line, call us, get drunk.
Yeah, all that. Urban Force Axe House, just in case you guys do want to come and hang out, you totally can. It opens up at 11 o'clock tomorrow. Come hang and watch the tournament if you're not part of it. If not, we'll see you on Monday and let you know how the tournament goes. Yeah. We'll also put up pictures and probably some videos of our winner tomorrow when we declare them. So right around 1 o'clock.
All right. See you guys.